Does it work? Hello, hello? Chat? 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 Does it work? Hello? Chat? 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 I don't know if this works. Does it work? Oh my god.
Let's see how it goes. Zol is here trying to fish again, but it wasn't kind of credible.
Does it work? Are we live?
He was
Oh my god.
wonderful.
There's no way. There's no way I did it.
A little
Oh my god.
He's not even based yet. He has been here for a while. Finally, it was actually
Nice. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
that
Oh my
reset
god.
to come on through. That's quite a lot of time wasted, right? He's just been sat in that bush, not even stealing away any XP.
I have to
not
take the
getting
dumps.
any gold.
Alright. Hello everyone. Sorry, we have a little bit of a delay. I just got to my new setup. I had to set up this entire thing right now. I just got to a completely new like house and everything because I have no interconnection at my actual setup. So I'm trying my best right now to set up something that looks good and set up something that works. Regardless, we're gonna watch some Lost Ratones now. I'm sorry that we missed out on like the first 5 minutes. Let's get into this. I tried my best, okay? I tried my best. It's not easy. I think Dums should know. Yeah, Dums is here. Yeah, I hacked Dums. I hacked Dums.
I know it's difficult to pull it through. It's an assassin right now. You have one assassin on the side of Lord Ratones with this Neferi, but on the other side you have.
Are you finished? No, I'm German actually. Right. By the way, we see the Colette picked by Baus. We are all excited. Let's be honest. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. We over for the. Yeah, honestly, Dums is a bad content creator, so it is what it is. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Am I? I'm not really joking. Let's be honest. But you know, we have a Colette here picked by Baus. I'm sad that we didn't really look at the champ select. We also see Nemesis on Rise, which we're very excited for. However, we do see a little bit of a Ambessa Talia angle. It's very hard for Lost Ratones to actually make a play without getting punished. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Saku kidnapped me. You know, he did give me a kiss at the NLC event in Stockholm, so you know I had to do something. Gotta get paid, bro. He kissed me. I gotta get paid, man. What am I supposed to say? By the way, my entire OBS is in Finnish. I do not speak a word, so if anything pops up, I have no clue how to fix it. Keep that in mind. I do not speak a word of Finnish. Can you take up the voice of the caster? Not really. I'm currently watching. I have to watch the Twitch stream because it did not work the way I wanted it to work. Me and Dums were not able to make it work. So we have to listen to the casters. It's what it is. I can't change it. It's a bit scuffed. But then again, isn't scuffed funny? Seeing by the first blood for GL, with Vi picking it up. Can make Dums do anything? Apparently Dums just doesn't know though. We're both like struggling right now. We're both struggling right now. You don't want to know. Also, typical Baus getting free-manned. Team gap happens, I guess. Team gap. Oh, I should have been wearing my LR thingy. Oh my god. Put the audio a bit up for me. The stream audio? I can. I'm not sure if it's too loud or not, so again, I'm just... The first few minutes are gonna be me just trying out things.
Now the question is, was it a good death? Whistle to no, crowning, now it's released, okay? With the
Good.
cue that this is Croaky, just
Wait, I didn't title.
away, looking for some
I'll do that
backfill
after the game.
Crowny, so at least a
I
little
see
bit
they're changing it now.
down.
I'll put it after the game.
This is
Don't worry.
all around the neutral objective, around the bullet grabs. Again, going
I'll do
for
it
fishing,
afterwards.
this time missed completely. But now Galleons do have the complete control over...
I don't wanna fuck up anything
not
now.
part of the,
I'm allowed to
river.
swear, right?
These bullet
I
grabs
probably am.
belong to Galleons, and it should be clear.
Fucking A.
And they have been able
Alright, by the way, Grubby's going over for Team
control all
GL.
of these early objectives so far. Grabbed themselves that
Interesting.
early Infernal. Now going to grab all 3 of these grubs. And that's a really nice way to kickstart this game, especially after you grabbed yourself that first kill.
Let's be
as
honest
well.
though, this is
Getting
like
onto those
LR,
feats of
peak
warfare,
LR
they can
confidence here.
potentially make it that
Is it
far.
cock and
These
balls?
upgraded
Yes!
feats will always be nice to see. And it wasn't even like you had to rotate everybody up towards the top.
The only
side
downside
to
is the
be able to
caster
do it.
because
Baus
of
gets
all
a
respect, I
couple
don't
of
really...
target plays. Bot lane not going to be the end
Again,
of the
I can't
world.
change it.
We've seen
There's
repeatedly,
also
I think,
ads in the
recently,
background.
Worlds has definitely been
Don't
showing
look at the
it
ads,
clearly to
okay?
me that
I'm
you
not paying
love
for
getting
you
these
to
early
premium.
objectives through. It
Don't
just
worry about
gives
the ads.
so much in terms of the intangible power.
We don't care about the ads.
These are the kind of advantages, you know, the small inches of advantages that can turn
So scuffed.
into miles when the game goes for the later stages, like both neutral objectives, already 1 kill for Galleons. Even
Kind of funny, by the way. Los Ratones is down like one kill, and they're still up 300 gold. Los Ratones is just built different, I swear.
Yeah.
And honestly, after all
They're just
these
built
months,
different.
After watching Los Ratones for the past month, I mean, I cast in Spain, but I faced them.
Thank you, by the way,
already
Doms, for this
in
opportunity.
spring
And
winter. So
no problem, Doms,
it's
for
like,
doing this.
Oh my God, Baus is dying.
I just
Yeah, but
stressed
he's
myself out a
ahead,
little
and
bit.
everyone
I
is paying
arrived here, by the way,
attention
40
towards
minutes
him,
ago.
while
And I
on the
had to set up
side,
everything. You
have
guys
the
don't want to
rest of
see
the
what it
team
looks like for
scaling
me.
boots, but now Baus is not even
It's a bit
behind.
scuffed.
No, he's got himself ahead, and it really does feel like the way that Baus plays, it just sucks up all of the oxygen in the room. You're not able to think about anything else because you're constantly trying to deal with him, and you just take your focus off of these other.
Baus, by the way, is
incredibly strong
almost up.
carries.
It's
That being
he's
said,
up
right, this is a
22
composition that has
CS,
some
by the
pretty
way.
good scalings on it, but it's
What
not
the
like
hell?
you don't have some good scalings over on Galleons,
Dude,
right? They've
can
got
I just-
the Yunara to get stronger lanes.
I wanna go
good
quickly.
items onto a Lillia as well,
Can I just
and
do
all of a sudden
this?
those seismic shoves can really
So I can talk better?
composition.
Am I allowed to do this? I probably am. Anyways, can I just quickly say that Baus is one of the best players in EU? I'm not a Baus fanboy. I'm a Challenger player myself. For the people that don't know, I play in Challenger. Peak 25 player. Baus is completely built different if he takes the game serious. It's crazy. Just had to quickly get that out. I'm not biased here. Zero bias. But Baus is completely built different. Have to quickly mention that. Anyways.
It's gonna be pretty difficult for Galleons, in my opinion. To gang Nemesis, they want to succeed. At least
Oh,
in
Nemesis
their
is the best
objectives.
mid lane in
The next
EU.
one, it's gonna be the Chantic Craig. It's gonna spawn in a little bit more
Dumps
than
the
10,
peak diamond.
than 10 seconds. And
Barely
definitely
peak
I
diamond,
can
bro.
see Galleons preferring to go down for that Drake.
I've seen Dumps play Cho'Gath.
I don't
I'm
know,
like
ganking Nemesis
rank 1
and maybe
Cho'Gath
not
world. I've seen him play
getting the
Cho'Gath.
kill
It
units
is
versus
rough.
with everything
It is
up
rough,
for this
bro.
next fight. So Galleons make it.
I flamed them really hard in
to the
this fight.
bottom side of the river, while Los Ratones are trying to somehow sneak into this one while losing some pressure there.
Gotta
in
be honest, but I was
lane.
surprised my
Yunara is
microphone
also
works.
pushing the mid lane. So
Was the
Los
captain's
Ratones
better?
need to, I don't know, pick a little bit those waves before going in. Reckless, no flash available anymore.
They're both really good,
this
though.
time. Seriously
Also,
focusing on
Drake,
the
is Velia
frames
gonna steal
as well.
this? Wait a minute,
Lying,
Velia.
going for the steal, and now Seriously goes in. There it goes
Bard ultimate on the Talia. Vi is dead. They're gonna get the Drake here.
Crony, sorry, took down Cersei. Serin also so changed down.
Drake
Now
connected.
Fear grabs the Drake.
Holy!
Looking good for Los Ratones.
Los Ratones is-
Crown is taking a double kill. This is a massive victory for them. 3 down from Galleons, and it's gonna be 4.
It's over.
There
What?
it goes. 4-1 in the kill count.
They just kill 4 people and get the Drake. Dude, how good? Like, it's insane, man. Also, by the way, Nemesis played a fucking insanely good teamfight here. Oh, I swore, sorry. Velia also steals perfectly. Really good ultimate by the Bard as well. Reckless, look how he perfectly ults Talia. That Talia cannot enter the fight here. Look, she see it? She gets Bard ulted into Bard Q. How broken is that champion? How broken is that champion, by the way?
Yeah,
The theory becomes
good way to sum it up.
Reckless is just built different, man.
1 second.
And then Velia tries to steal the kill.
Yep.
Classic
Now,
Velia.
Joe's untargetable.
Does the same
From
thing in
the
solo queue.
creators of Gwen is immune, the
Yeah.
first untargetable. Yeah, there it goes. And Ragnarok
Should everybody need to
also
donate to
having
charity
the
after?
Valkyrie at the top end right now. After
Yeah, I'm donating the money that Dumps is giving me for this. Oh, I shouldn't say that on stream. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
They took the great, they took the fight. Right now, Crowny is massive. 2-0-1.
I should have worn my fucking like Los Ratones thing, by the way. I forgot. It's like signed and everything. Oh, man, I got it at the NLC event. Paying him 5 cents.
Already for him. So everything is looking
Let's
bright.
go. We're getting paid out here, boys.
Absolutely.
But I can buy Arcane Jenna. Dude, Reckless on Jenna, man. Oh my god, bro. Reckless on Jenna is completely built different, man, I swear.
if you dive in with
I
everything
think,
and
I
try
mean,
to
Reckless in
break
general is a
straight
good
onto
player,
the
right?
Fury's face,
But I think his Jenna, and then
just
also
put the
low-key,
Fox in the air.
his
We'll have to
Nami,
track
bro.
through for the
His
rest of this
Nami
game
is
to see if Galleon's
disgusting.
about-
Have you guys seen his
You know,
Nami?
figure that one out, make it
He doesn't
better.
play it
That's
often.
Nice.
Oh.
Hook onto Nemesis, Nemesis dies.
That
Oof.
was a nice
Good
one.
hook by
I grabbed the ball, throw it to my partner,
Soulless.
and we take the kill, right?
I'm bad
I
with
saw
names.
this happening in Haikyuu, so it's kind of
Nemesis classic inting.
Nemesis right now is down.
Nemesis
not
ints more
much
than
available
Baus,
for
let's be honest.
Nemesis, so it was kind
I'm
of
kidding.
a
He
piece of cake
kind of has no
for
counter player.
Galleon. So
It's just
he's
perfect
going
prediction.
Here, even though that
It's such a
minion
good play,
was
by the way, by
really
them.
close.
Yeah.
The prediction of the hook into the prediction
That's
of the
gorgeous. They
Thalia
predict
seismic.
exactly where you're gonna
Holy,
end up,
bro.
straight into
Well played,
the
GL.
already
Goddamn.
set up seismic shove. Beautiful stuff. You've got to respect Galleons as much as Los Ratones.
In Finland now, yeah, I'm in Finland. There's literally like Dum's mansion, by the way. For people that don't know, Dum's has an entire mansion, by the way.
Yeah.
It's
Galleons
like-
have
it's like
looked
bigger than
really
a
good.
village,
This is a team
dude.
that actually weren't doing so well throughout the majority of this year. First and
Let's go- this is
second
the first game
didn't
right now
make it to EMEA
that we're-
Masters. They ended
that
up
they're playing.
4th and 5th, right on the very cusp of being
First
able
game.
to go as an LFL representative.
But didn't he
They
wanted the
changed
turret?
bring
He wanted to
Harpoon in
dodge the
in
pike
the
hook,
ADC role,
but the
and they've
pike
been
predicted
looking
it.
so much
It's a
better this
50-50.
split.
Either the pike
Hopefully they can
doesn't
get
predict,
Harpoon
and then
ahead.
he
He's
gets
been
hooked if he runs
really
into the
fun for them.
turret,
So
or
far,
the pike
very
predicts, and
quiet,
then
I think,
he
on the Yanara.
gets hooked if he dodges.
Very, very quiet, but the
Streaming from a
fact is that,
basement. Basement?
With Crown is still ahead.
Oh, but you can't see the
considering
window.
amount of
There's a-
damage
there's a
that
balcony, like,
Putin
literally there, by the
is
way.
able to pull through at this moment
can, like-
in the game, and he's not even 2 items.
I can, like, wave to
Is
people.
going to be even worse. So I don't think Galleons at the moment they have the firepower.
But to be fair, I do sleep in
Still Nemesis,
Dum's
still
basement.
with
He...
Crowny, the fact that Crowny went also for Kratos steel caps is also
The basement
huge.
is kinda rough.
He's gonna be way
Dum's
off
is
track
like-
here.
Dum's is a
Nemesis
freaky
also
guy.
embarrasses
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Dum's is a
Galleons
freaky
to-
guy.
to deal with him with
That
also
guy-
the added mobility that Corki have, barrier up, and
No wonder he doesn't have a wife.
You need to use Inara to scale. But on the other side of things, everything is on fire. For Galleons, not gonna lie. Like they lost up, they lost the fight. Yeah, they
Jesus.
took over the first tower in the bottom lane, but yet you pay attention to the numbers and they are not definitely looking good.
Yeah, it's not been so smooth sailing for the Galleons after
No.
that initial little fight going wrong.
I have
but
Lillia,
still,
that's
there's a
all-
lot of League of
Jesus
Legends
Christ.
left to play. We've
The
got
pictures that
50
I get
seconds until the
that
next
from
break.
Lillia that Dum
Enjoy
sends me
this
every
time
day,
of the break.
every
It's
morning he
gonna
sends
be
me a
a
Lillia
crowd
picture.
soul
You
race.
guys don't
I
wanna
think
know.
both of these teams can really
I better
use. Both
not
champions
leak
would
it.
like to be getting as much movement speed
By the
as
way,
possible
Los
out
Ratones
of
is
the
not
which
down in
might
deaths.
benefit
Baus is
whoever you are
1
as
death only
well.
in 16
In the
minutes.
previous
Baus
couple
did
of
not
fights,
die
where
10
Galleons were
times
able
in
to get
60 minutes.
themselves
This
that
game
initial
is looking
setup
rather good right now for
vision
them.
around the Drake. This time,
This game
Los
is looking rather
Ratones
good right
are gonna
now.
have to clear that out, step on forwards. We'll see if Galleons are going to be able to re-establish themselves.
Baus not dying 15 times is crazy.
But how to reestablish? That's a question, right? How to reestablish if fights are not looking better for the next set?
Dude, though, to be fair, I do like the comp a lot more from GL. GL's comp looks so much
you're
better,
praying
bro.
For Zolis
Like,
to fish
The
biggest
Vitalia
fish
pike combo is
ever.
disgusting.
Like,
On top of that, with the
he
Ambessa,
needs to be so on point with the kills.
don't really like the
fact
Yunara
is
here,
that
to be
right
fair,
now,
but
mid pressure belongs to Los Ratones. They have the Reef Herald.
The rest is
Reef
really
Herald
good from
gonna
them.
collapse on top of the first tower.
Oh.
Or not,
No,
because everything
nice.
united.
Nice.
With the Weaver's
Did you
wall,
guys-
that
did you
was
guys see
a
the
good
wall?
one. Nemesis had to
Oh
turn
my
around,
God.
whip around everything.
I didn't even know you
Spear
can do
Nemesis
that.
and the tower
I'm Challenger, I
against
didn't know
the
that.
Herald. But
that was a perfect
Galleons
wall to
lost
stop the
control of
Herald.
River, no matter
What the hell? He...
It
Yeah,
didn't
exactly.
belong to them anyway. So
Having a
Nemesis
little team
in
coming in
danger
here.
now,
Baus going
the
into
Crowny also, the Crowny
Yunara.
also
Yunara getting
damage.
hooked.
Baus
Yunara getting
goes
ulted by
back.
Nafiri.
Ultimate from
Insta
Reckless.
dies.
Harpoon is
Nafiri
down,
is very
the Zoe
balanced.
took over, and now here it comes because she's not just
Why
immune,
ult on
she
Nafiri?
also
There's
resets.
no way they can
What
play
is
this.
the
Ambessa misses
pure
ultimate.
play?
Missed again.
Ambessa will die as well. 3 to
No,
0.
alone in the world, and
Oh
Crowny
my-
gets another kill. Ambessa needs to think about
Jesus
how
Christ,
she
this is-
ended up being all alone and by himself in that
Jesus
situation.
fucking
Those are
Christ.
3 more kills.
This game is looking rather LR favored right now.
Oy, oy, that's just another one of those public executions going
It's just
wrong.
like Baus finds the
Exactly
angle
as
here on the
highlighted,
Yunara,
right?
hits
They're
the hook
stepping
as well.
in blind. They've
Boom,
lost
Yunara
control
doesn't get out of the range of the hook, gets hooked back. Perfect Bard ultimate on top of that, stopping everyone basically. Misses the Q sadly, like mistimes it, but still does enough. And then
as well.
Ambessa misses
Or
it,
Galleons.
cannot get out,
Yeah,
even
right.
with flash, gets
Missing
CC
that
dead.
ulti through. As much as we did like the look of the Galleons drop
That
coming
is
out, you
over,
had
by
to
the
get
way.
ahead in a couple of key positions. One of them was this Ambessa.
Yeah,
beginning
Yunara
to
used
roll,
all of her sums as
missing
well.
ulti every single time.
They used
Doesn't
basically every
help
single
you
sum.
on towards that task.
LR
This
still
is how
has
Ratones
basically every
confirmed
flash
control
but
of
the
this game.
Rise.
Firm control, I think it's it's an understatement, honestly. This is
I have nothing to
really
drink, by the way.
one-sided at the moment, even though we're gonna check
Where's
it
my
because
butler?
we saw it in the tiny little screen. Nemesis,
Nemesis, classic Nemesis
pressuring way
inting.
too much. He was a little bit
Where's my butler?
overextended.
I
They're in the
have
mid lane,
alcohol here.
but
I don't wanna drink
I mean,
alcohol.
he ended up dying. Yes, he took over the first tower in the
Anyways.
mid lane. Yes, too. So, I mean, not that bad. For Los Ratones, not gonna lie, the gold is exactly the same difference.
What do you need? I can get you some. I wanna get some water.
Absolutely. It's really
Please.
not the end of the world as Nemesis.
Please,
to
bi-
give up
please,
that
Big
kill.
Daddy
You're still
Dumps.
getting yourself
I wanna
on
get some
towards
water,
those
please.
First couple of items fully coming online. Once you have that rower,
wanna
and that
get
Seraph
some
fully
water, mate.
upgraded all the way on through for you, you are so tanky as
I'm
well.
dying here.
Plus you can really start pumping out the damage, and you don't really need to
When
be
can I
that
finally
main
take a shower,
full
Dumps?
damage dealer in this composition because you've already got so many others.
Best regards from
on
Tim.
site to be helping out
I don't know.
too,
I don't know who
especially
Tim is.
when Reckless has been playing Bard. I think in this
Tim,
last
Tom,
split,
Tim,
kind of
Tim.
out of his mind at least. It's been getting better and better over the course of the full year, and in the most recent times I can remember him picking this one up, it's looked real good. Tempted aggression. Zolas misses
No
again.
fishing.
There's two others.
He's missed a
Oh.
lot of these key
Sure.
bone skewers, I gotta be honest. He's hit a couple big ones too, but
Oh, you
some of
texted
them have
him.
just gone
Fair
way
enough.
wide.
For me, the Pike is a bold peak for a first game.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not
Arakan
working.
has spawned?
It's definitely not working. I think it missed his window of
They're
opportunity.
trying to
but
so
they
hard to
are
find a pick
not
here, by the way.
giving up. They relentlessly go for
But
another,
LR knows.
another,
LR
another
is
pick.
perma-pinging it
Because
right now, they
it's
know.
the only thing that you can do, right? If you were Galleons, you look for picks or you lost everything. If you find one pick, if you are able to get that one single kill, maybe that's it.
Oh.
And they're trying on top of Baus, but it's
Stops the hook
flat.
with the
It's
Kled
flat.
ultimate.
Those
Oh
are
my god.
That is
Unstoppable,
reverse
by the
roll.
way.
It's an ultimate for an ultimate.
Stoppable,
but
by the
fact
way.
is that Lillia's ultimate is so valuable and you just lost it trying to get
Every time Baus
Baus
is on the screen, I just get scared, by the way.
We'll see if the lack
Oh,
of
no.
engage will hurt.
What is he
Everyone
doing?
else doesn't think so.
Oh,
She-
hits the hook though.
There's this
They're getting onto the Y here. Nemesis is one-shotting the Pike, but dies for
Nemesis
it.
is dead, but he got so at least before everything else, and there it goes.
Vi is 1 HP. Or Vi died, they could do Arakan here.
Well, I don't know exactly how he managed to.
Oh,
get
Crowny
away,
Wing
but,
in.
Crowny with W
Playing
really
Corki, very
aggressive,
balanced champion, by the way.
Promising, but not enough as Baus took down Galleon's ADC. Serin just making sure that.
Are they able to do Arakan now? I think they're not healthy enough. Oh, Baus is definitely not healthy enough.
Now, yes, Baus is down, and that's a massive shack down.
07 Baus.
Going
07.
forward to
07 Baus.
hands. Ambess is definitely a dangerous one to give
Yeah.
that amount of gold.
07.
But yet, you pay attention to the numbers.
07
and they
Baus.
look still pretty bad for Galleons.
Why did
Yeah,
he do that?
I mean, I'm not really sure why exactly
Why did he-
Harpoon walks that way around the wall.
No, they get
I
Arakan.
think he must
But
have
they can
lost
play
track
Arakan.
of
They
a
don't
couple
get
of
it.
different members of Los
Technically, but...
Ratones, and those kills going on and over makes things a little bit harder for Galleons.
Belgium.
Still, they are going to start up this Atakan. Velia will check and realize that something is going on, bringing in the remaining members. There are teleports available. Baus 5 seconds till he's up.
There he goes, Galleons.
Baus has
trying to
teleport, though.
desperately-
Baus is ping. They can play. They can play. They can play. They can play. They can play.
Can't be coming through.
Oh,
It's
Viva's wall
Baus
coming
joining
through.
the fight.
Will Velia steal this?
Viva's wall
Doesn't
just to
steal
make
it.
sure that Los
But
Ratones
now
are away
Vi is
from
dead.
the protect,
But
but
everyone will
the
die.
fight is massive. That's already
Double
a
kill?
double kill for
Oh,
Crowny.
not a pentakill.
It's getting everything.
Now Fury has another ultimate because that champion is surely deserves to be in the game. Well, it's a 4 for 0 for L.
It's not worth, definitely not
Oh,
worth
no.
that. Arakan was a mess. Arakan is
no.
where
It's a
where
4 for 0 for
disasters
LR.
happen.
Yes.
I
But they
thought
lose the Arakan.
at this point of
They're
the
up
year
6k
that we
gold, by the
already
way.
knew this.
Noah,
Oh.
it's never over.
Reki?
There is
Reki?
no point
Nah.
in our future
Nah.
time when teams don't throw around the Atakan.
Oh my
Zolan is
god.
going to do his absolute best to at least delay things right here.
Oh
Waste
my-
a little bit of time.
He auto-attacked the ward with the Titanic Hydra. There ain't no way. This guy. No wonder his like hairline is this bad when his brain is this big. Like I cannot take it. He auto-attacked the ward with the Titanic.
The initial start of this fight, Xerxes being able to pick up the Atakan is great, but Crowny has already ripped the health bar straight out of your jungler. And
Did you cut your hair?
support, and now everybody else
Yeah,
is just
I'm
running
dumps,
for
I'm
hills. Like I said,
dumps.
Harpoon tries to transcend his way away, but absolutely nothing.
He
going.
actually, that
And I
is an
think part of
insane
the
tech, by
problem
the way.
we're
That is
running
fucking
into with
incredible.
Galleons is that this composition
Look at
wants
the
to start
Fury
with a
damage.
quick pick between Xerxes and
Comparison to
Zolan,
Vi.
get a kill on somebody, then look for a bit more of a front-to-back team fight.
Yo,
Also
Vi,
trying
don't
to
do too
be
much.
Pretty careful to not allow anybody to just get picked off on the sideline.
It's the best of 1? No, it is best of 3, no? I believe. Or best of 5, sorry. I believe.
Now, do you have a Galleon Pearls jar? It's like a sword jar.
It's Dams.
but every time you say Galleon's
I'm
Pearl,
currently in his
you put a pound
basement
into it.
think
streaming for him. He is busy.
Look,
He's talking to a lot of women. I don't
I
know what he
support
does.
you, It's okay.
Damn it! I
It's
knew I
okay.
was gonna do it. Immediately did
No.
it.
He's
It's
spending time
the
with his
most
imaginary
perfect
girlfriend.
women scene. Ah well.
It's been a long time following Galleon's Pearl, definitely. So at least though,
That's
we are following you.
not a
in
reason
your
though for
way
Mr. Nafiri ultimate. He really
to
go
the
in.
fountain, not alone though, because Cersei is gonna.
By also
go,
dying.
It's
Oh,
gonna
damn.
go with you. Like you never get.
Again,
one
ignore
fight.
the ads, by the way.
It's
Please
super
ignore the
sure,
ads.
Lotto's
I cannot stop the ads. I
will
will not pay for YouTube, bro. It's not happening.
It's AK 400 gold in Los Ratones' favor. They have a rise.
By the way, they're up
that is yet to scale.
8.3k gold.
Crowny is 6-0 and 3, a 9.
Yeah.
Sorry, 9,000
single
gold.
fight
I
where Crowny
apologize.
was really threatened.
No. Crowny has been absolutely chilling his way through this game, and that's a big part of what you can do. When
9.6k
gold.
gold.
That little bit of extra help with the tempted fate.
Jesus
Just hey, if somebody's about to jump him, no, immediately
This is a
not put that
stomp
ulti down.
so far.
But also, when you've got Baus
Do I have
playing
any
on the
snacks
Kled and
yet? I
Velia
haven't
right
eaten
here
or-
on
or I
Neferi,
haven't-
as much as I've been
I
talking about
went
not
from
landing
home
the
from
Neferi,
work,
it's still a
and then
danger for
I
chaos, right? You can still get
basically
to the back
disassembled
line,
my entire
survive
setup
for
at
so
home.
long, just be annoying, and that's so helpful when you're Corky. You can just sit and chill. Zolas again.
Oh,
just
Baus
turn tail
with the
and
1v2.
run. I think he's still
Negative
gonna end up
2v2 now.
dying.
Rector's missing the Q.
Oh, Zolis. You know,
I'm actually not gonna get him, though.
said,
It's okay.
Like,
He
fight
tried to
is
do the
everything or is nothing,
He tried to do it
and
again.
this
He
fight is
tried to do it
not-
again, by the
is
way.
not
That is
thriving.
crazy.
It's definitely not thriving. So we are almost in a 10k gold diff situation. Like, for me, it's the line where you define where it's almost impossible to throw a game. Nemesis though, gonna
Nemesis
be taken
is
down
throwing.
by Galleons.
Can someone report him?
Galleons, just
Yo, ref,
make sure
ref.
that Rice is dead.
Check his PC, ref. He's inting, he's throwing. Match fixing.
Work for Galleons though, Volja showing himself here in the
I'm
bottom
kidding,
lane,
I'm kidding.
going on this fighting Aiden. Crowny flanking with the cookie. He's in the carry, he's flanking.
He cannot lose these fights, by the way. Like, I cannot commentate anything because they cannot lose. They cannot lose.
And able to grab this double
Oh.
kill. 5-0.
Well, great. I can like look for water now.
Massive carry. Well, let's Ratones, you are an Fury hater, but you have to admit that it's working.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I could put my hands up and say, look, I've not seen people pull out good Neferi
Look,
performances in a while.
I
I've
got
watched
like
bad-
Milka chocolate.
A lot of bad LPL.
I got like
Neferi,
Milka
I've watched
chocolate.
Some real
Ain't no way,
bad
bro.
LEZ
Ain't no way.
Neferi recently as
Ain't no
well,
way.
but apparently the LR
Holy.
Neferi is looking great.
Wait, it's
Velia has absolutely been popping off on this one. Hopefully this is just going to be
it's
a
not
short
open yet.
pause. We'll
Am I allowed
get
to
you
eat this?
the information on it as soon as we know it. But still, this is a decent time to take a pause, right? We're sat at Soul Point.
Oh, I probably am not allowed to eat.
There's only one the Galleons were able to grab for themselves, and that was right at the very start. They're down as well by
Is it your Uncle Sam? Yeah.
11,000 gold. And it's pretty evenly spread too, right? It's not
It's
like
a good setup
one
though, no?
person's got all of that gold.
Hey, look. Is it good? Is it good? How are we looking? Yeah. Okay.
It's the situation. Like
It's the best
never-
I can do. It's the
there's
best I can do.
Never a moment where Galleons gets ahead. Like
It's too dark.
They had a moment to shine at the beginning of the game. I remember minute 8, maybe
You have a
5 to
point
8,
to be
maybe,
fair, but
where they
I
got
don't
a
want to
couple
put
of
on
huge
lights. The
objectives.
lights don't look good.
Void grabs, also the first rake.
The lights don't look good. I swear.
The next
I can put
fight
my ring lights.
was a mess, was a disaster, was a bloodbath, and Neferi was the one thriving. Neferi with Corky though, and
Yeah.
after that there was nothing. I feel like
Nah, I don't like it.
Galleons weren't kind of sure of how they wanted to play this game.
Mhm.
Like they needed the pike to work.
I don't like
the
it.
Pike didn't work.
I think it's better like this.
Like Yunara's killing is not happening.
Oh, we're back.
Rhea and Vi are not
Kled
going-
ultimate.
are not being able
They're rushing towards
to
Baron here. They're
make
using
sure
Kled
that
ultimate for the
those
movement
speeds are
speed.
happening.
Okay,
And on
okay.
the other side, you see those
Okay.
Ratones, like playing.
I like it. I like it.
Yes, yeah, they really do look like a full unit, and it's surprising.
A great
right?
looking
They come
guy.
into
Oh,
Split,
thank
and
you.
Everybody's expecting.
I don't get many compliments. Let's be honest, man don't get compliments. We have to give man more compliments. We should call every man beautiful
stage.
and
And
handsome
then they arrive
and cute.
in their first round matchup and just destroy opponents in the round of 16, and now looking to
I
dismantle.
would honestly kiss this guy.
Exactly the
You
same way.
know, Dumps. I'm gonna
This is
show
not a lot of
after
players
this.
coming
I'm
in
gonna
off of
show
the back of
a
quite the
clip of you
dominant
kissing me. Okay?
as we have been
After
expecting.
after
But this
game
team,
1,
they
I'm
really
gonna
can
show a
ramp
clip of you
up,
kissing
and
me.
At this point here in the playoffs, it feels like they're
Gonna show it to
they're
everyone.
most up hope.
Quite frankly.
The thing is that this story about, oh my god,
I'm the wing woman.
everybody's
She
best
actually is the wing
Ratones to
woman.
go
She
chilling
actually is.
through Swiss or through group stage or whatever. Oh, they look shaky. Oh my god.
You look like
they
those German
didn't
villains of
make
round.
it this time. I know this story.
The thing is,
Believe
I know
me,
exactly
it's
who you
brilliant.
mean. That's
And
the
they ended up winning.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you
They
mean.
ended up
One
winning,
to
so
one,
I
by
know
the
the
way.
story by heart.
Do
I can
not
also put the
count
glasses
It's
off.
every
Do
time
not
the same.
But I thought
count
because
them
Dams
out,
is wearing
right?
glasses, you know.
It's
No,
the
never.
same as it's been across the course of this entire year.
My hair,
where
I did not do
they
my hair. by
start
the way.
out way more dominant in the winter split.
Nah,
than
I
any
think
other team,
glasses
right?
on.
Dog walk
I think
everybody. They
glasses
lose
on.
a single game
I think glasses
basically
on,
the
boys.
entire time, right? In both the domestic NLC and at the EMEA Masters. But this team seems to just keep getting better and better, and you can never look at them and go, oh yeah,
Put
they
them on
don't
your hair.
have anything left in the tank. They've always got something interesting to play from. In this game, it might be
Titus,
over.
What the fuck? You're not done.
it might be over. I think it should be over, right? They just need to put the cherry on
Good
top
one,
of
good
the- of
one.
the KD head
By the way,
everything. Like,
they're
yeah,
up
the game is
almost
looking
12,000
good. It
gold.
looks
Oh,
almost
no,
unthrowable.
they were 12,000
At
gold
this
for 1
point,
second.
this gold deep, it looks kind of
Hey, tips for managing long hair. I actually cut my hair. I had way longer hair.
No damage.
I cut my hair like
to
a month
deal
ago.
With nothing.
Honestly,
honestly,
1.5
they have
months
no
ago.
damage. They have no
I had way longer
vision.
hair. My hair was like,
They're just
I was
trying to
having like a
extract
man
some
bun.
resources from here
Now I have
to-
like
to there,
a lot
but
shorter
it's
hair.
just not enough.
I don't
And
know.
also,
I don't really have any
kind of
tips.
Frustrating. I remember that we got to see it.
Just don't watch them too
It's
often,
really annoying
I guess.
interaction when you were playing it. Galleon's looking all the time. For
Don't
these
wash
sticks
every day.
With Zolis,
That hurts your hair.
and you-
I
and
made
it
bad
seems
experiences
like
with that.
You're gonna land the Q with Spike, but it's not only that Naafiri is untargetable.
Yeah, that
she has
GL
dots.
is trying
it's like
to make
Chris,
one
she
last
just turns
ditch
away,
effort
and you were
here.
missing completely
Oh.
your hook. And it happened to Fnatic as
Kled
well
ultimate,
during
Bard
the
ultimate,
double
everything is
phase
used.
From Reckless and Belgian goals and target
Pike is dead.
ultimate.
Oh, hang on.
Pike is
Nemesis is
absolutely
dead as well,
desperate.
though.
This is
Wait a
another
minute.
one, but there it
Why
goes.
dies
Magnet
Pentacle?
damage already, a double kill for Belgia who goes
Bousy.
and again
Harpoon?
and again.
Oh,
my
Yunara.
God, that's a harpoon.
Gets
He
his
did
seeds.
zero,
It's
but
over.
I'm really sorry.
Oh
It's not
my
gonna
God.
happen
What a
this time.
fucking
It's
stomp.
Not gonna be it. Maybe in
What a stomp,
5
by the
more
way.
minutes,
Yeah.
it could have been, but this is an ace.
Just like a
This
countering.
is over.
Basically,
Those
I could
Ratones
take over
are
Dump's
just
entire
going
YouTube channel now.
1-0.
Wait a minute. Money
Be
hack.
able to finish up this first game in under 30
Please be nice to
minutes
Sako while I'm
time.
gone.
A dominant
Please be
push
nice
from
to
the start
Sako.
till the end. Harpoon finally
Baus
scrapes
dying, of
together
course.
3
Classic.
items, looks to open up in
Well
that
played, GG.
fight, but it's too little, it's too
Can I get
late.
wet but
Lost
no
from
hair product, you
Cobbles.
mean?
The NLC won, so take
Yeah,
this
basically.
first game.
Don't put hair product in your thing every day. You
And-
should do that in
and
general.
it was
Like,
a massive stomp.
don't
They have
wash
to
your
say
hair
it.
every
It
day.
was a stomp. It was really dominated from the very beginning.
I currently watch it every like
They
second,
didn't
third
kind of see
day.
Galleons,
Hello.
fighting at any
They
point.
can't
They
see
got
me.
a-
I'm lonely.
they
I'm
got-
completely
they got,
alone here.
A couple
It's
of
just
near
over.
objectives, but that was it. Then in the fight, it was everything.
What a
Los Ratones,
incredible first
dominating-
game, by the way.
dominating though.
Yeah, man, you can take my
Agnes,
$2
of
from my
course,
second channel big. Let's
Smite
go.
in Crowny, and Velia who was.
Wait, can I want to show the. Can I show the clip of Dumps kissing me?
That is ridiculous. 88
Wait.
It looked brilliant, pretty much. the
I should
entire
have it
way through,
somewhere.
And you highlighted it brilliantly whilst we were in the game.
Wait a
right?
minute.
He's being quiet because nobody's actually having to jump.
There
in.
you
He's
go.
not having to worry too much throughout the majority of these fights. You can see here, Crowny stepping up. He's sat right in the face
Okay,
of his
we can mute this for now, right? Look. I have to put my cam somewhere else. Give me uno secondo, mon ami. Uno secondo. I'll put my cam up here for a sec. Look. The sound doesn't matter. Look. What a freaky guy that guy is, by the way. What a freaky guy. Can I just say real quick? He didn't warn me about this. He didn't warn me about this. He just kissed me. I'm not that good looking. I'm not that good looking. He just kissed me. Like, what is that? You blushed? Yeah, I actually did blush. I actually did blush. Like, I didn't expect him to actually do it. By the way, I have to mention he did this only for one follower on like one sub on YouTube. By the way, like one follower on YouTube. That's why he did it. By the way, that's the only reason he did that. Keep that in mind. Oh my God, that's not.
Really thought
Keep that in mind. He did it for one follower.
Better.
What a freaky guy.
For the sake of
What a
having
freaky
a
guy
more
that guy is.
intense game,
I swear.
we got to see these
Fair trade. Honestly, worth it. Low-key.
Yes.
Exactly, right? That's what you're really looking to get going right here as Galleons, is just get late enough into this game that Yunara can really pop off, but it just hasn't worked out, and it all stemmed from that early Drake fight.
Low-key, that's kind of cool, by the way.
Where you
2019 World Championship, that's kind of cool. I kind of want that.
All of a sudden, you're flinging
What is
yourself
that?
out on the Fury. Well, that's not gonna work.
Is that a fucking
After that
Gromp?
There was a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, why are they kind of goaded? So if I follow,
Was strong enough. Hopefully in game 2,
you might get a kiss from me if you follow my Twitch. Oh yeah, Dum said I should advertise myself. Wait a minute, I forgot about that. I should advertise myself. That's what Dum's told me. Boys, I have to do this. Sorry.
Are going to a short break before the second one.
Oh, they're going on a short break. Boys, if you want to watch me on my stream as well, again, I'm just a substitute here. You can check out my Twitch. This is the name. I'll link it in the chat. Dums told me I should do this, so keep that in mind. That's not me. If you guys want to, I'm used to my camera being here, by the way. Like my camera's normally on the right side, not on the left side. If you guys want to support me, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I play Cho'Gath, rank 1 Cho'Gath in the world. Kinda, you know, cute guy. I can be funny if I want to. Let's be honest. I'm German, so I'm not really that funny. Let's be honest. Germans are not that funny. Okay, let me quickly look if I got some form of, like, drink here. Is that left side looks way better than the right side? Does it? Does my right side look... Wait. I didn't shave. It's not good. No. No, that's... No. Let me quickly look if I can grab something to drink, by the way. Uno segundo. It is, bro. Dude, it is just alcohol. It is literally just alcohol. Okay, give me 1 more second, okay? I am not drinking alcohol. What is this? Where's my phone? Leave my phone. Oh, so. Okay, Garmin, Video speichern. Okay, give me 1 Sekunde, boys. I'll be right back. Great. W. Some water. By the way, they don't have anything to drink. I had to get water out of the tap because apparently having anything to drink in your home is bad. Stop drinking tap water now. Or maybe they're just hiding it from me because they know I drink a lot. Can we get show art down we have? I can give you the gentleman one. Nom nom nom. Look, water. Dude, can I know this is kind of random to say. Can I just quickly say that like water is like the best drink ever? Like nothing tops water. Like nothing tops water. If you're genuinely like thirsty, like there's no way you go for a Coke. There's no way you go for like a Sprite or a Pepsi or something like that. You go for cold water. Cold water beats everything. Cold water. Nothing beats it. Nothing. Base water drink. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what like it is so base to drink water. And it's also healthy. So I always tell everyone like stop drinking like energy drinks and stuff. Even though like sometimes I also do kind of like it, you know, like.
Thank you so much, Noah and Bloxer, for kicking things off in the very first game. And Los Ratones, they made an example of this very first game. They were steamrolling their way through the very first game.
Why is he screaming into his mic? Calm down.
There wasn't that much of an opportunity for them to even initiate and even play this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that lane swap really took a lot of wind
Why
out
is
of the
everyone
sails of,
screaming?
you know, wanting to try and play out that 2v2, and there wasn't really much an answer, unfortunately, I feel like, for Gallions. They had to thug out that first 4 or 5 minutes until they could get the 2v2 on the top side. And even then, at that point, Crowny was already in an XP lead where we saw again. Yeah, very hard to punish, despite some of the very positive plays coming out from Xerxes on the Vi around the map.
What in the fridge call? What is? Oh my god, bro! I wish.
Yeah, and I think if you rewind,
I was at home, but I'm not home right now. Bro, since I live in Germany, everyone knows how the German infrastructure of like the internet connection is really bad, right? Bro, I had no internet connection from Tuesday, and I will not have internet connection until next week Friday.
It's difficult with the composition they have.
Over like almost 2 weeks with no internet and no telephone,
because you know that you're playing,
which is really bad right now because I'm currently at home and like
really well, and
I have to take a lot of calls with like private stuff, and like it's just annoying. And I had to like call the internet like provider company like 50 times, and I had to get very angry at the phone as well. I'd be like, oh my god, can you guys fucking come, bro? Like, fuck me, dude. And then they finally arrived, and then they told me like, oh whatever, my bad.
Nemesis one time.
And actually, it's insane, no? So bad in the internet. Oh yeah, Dums told me I should put my link into the title.
It still didn't go that well. It felt
like my name.
A lot of hesitation.
Do I really want to change
they had
it?
a composition that had to initiate fights, but they never really wanted to initiate. They were just waiting for Los Ratones to go in and then be like, oh wait, they went in and now we don't.
I hope I will not fuck up anything.
And in the meantime, we're also playing some champion.
I changed the title. I hope I didn't fuck up anything.
One of these head-to-heads between Velja and Xerxes, and you mentioned behind the screens that you were impressed by.
I'm so glad that Lillia said chose better. True.
The composure that Velja brought to the first game.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been one of the.
I don't know if this is weird to say, but I said the same thing to Dums at the NLC event. Can we just quickly mention how handsome Velja is? I know. Listen, buddy. Listen. I said earlier we need to give man more compliments. Look at him.
To where we are right now, where
he's like peak male. Peak male, bro.
This was one of those games where
why do I not look like this? Where are my genetics? Where are my genetics? I'm like 4'6", bro.
It's one of those things where he was able to
he's
comfortably farm up
beautiful.
Fury, and then because the game state was even, they were able to take over skirmishes, and a lot of that was through Vellia and just how strong he was. But of course,
Nemesis actually did almost no damage, by the way. I mean, that matchup is bad for him, but
was really the driving factor. And again, I think a lot of that comes through the jungle and Vellia's champion pool.
That's my style jungle.
I just noticed, by the way, Twitch chat, good that you're awake, because we noticed that one champion is missing from that bingo.
It doesn't play that often, no?
Also one of these picks that could be important to Velja.
I think Velja's best champion is by far his Viego. He's so insane on it.
I'm just wondering, for the Galleons, what is something they wanna...
I'm talking about genetics.
Heading into the second game and optionally their first win.
Listen.
Like, it feels like most of the difficulty.
We're not talking about that one. We're not mentioning that.
They have to respond to such a lane swap. Like, if you're the team that initiates the lane swap, you already know that your AD carry is going to pass top lane and that you will eventually find the lane opponent there.
It's Pippa jungle roll, true.
Can
you say Blaukraut, Blaukraut und Brauttype, I can't say it. I'm too bad with those. Blaukraut bleibt Blaukraut und Brauttype, this is too hard. You know what's fun? I actually speak more English than German nowadays. With, like, the only ones that I speak German with are at my workplace and with my family, of course. But outside of that, I speak English, like, purely. I actually had to relearn some German, low-key. Like, I'm not that good at German anymore. I used to be able to do these. There's also another one. Something with Simon. I don't know what it was.
And if you let these two slip, then Los Ratones will be in semifinals.
Yep. Indeed. Jamada, do you feel like for the Galleons that maybe this game wasn't representative of what they're able to perform on the Summoner's Rift, or is this a very one-sided match at all?
No, for sure, right? I mean, look, we've seen Galleons take them down in a best of 3, so it's not like it's impossible.
It's mandatory for European streamers.
Infallible by any means, right?
I mean, there's so many like streamers that stream in their main language, no? There's so many like German streamers or Spanish or I mean, the Spanish streaming scene, by the way, is insane. Have you guys seen it?
Able to happen for the first couple of minutes.
Spanish-speaking streamers are like popping off nowadays. It's insane.
Side of the map, and it didn't.
Norway streams in German. Yeah, Norway is the biggest German streamer by far.
End up on a composition.
Fun fact: Norway lives very close to me.
You know, dependent on those first couple of minutes to try.
And Norway loves me. Very cute. Very cute guy. I like Norway. Norway's super nice.
Start to roll a little bit. That's already been enough time for LR to have a little bit of stability. Understand where their strong points are gonna be. In that case, it was obviously Crowny and then moving Velia around.
But can they stop banning the
Drafting
Sion?
something where you can just look at a map state.
Sion Rumble ban, Oriana ban, okay.
You know
that was a good voice crack, but well played, Saka. Thank you, Saka.
Just simply because LR looked
Spanish surprising popular. Dude, it's I mean, I know some Spanish, but not
time
much.
To head towards the pick
and my Spanish is like
second game,
bare minimum.
Had a statement in the very first game, but now for the Galleons, it's time to maybe reshape what they're about to do with their composition. And they very much need their first win inside this series. I'm smiling already a little bit because maybe some of those bends are being
Jarman 0% win at Worlds currently, no?
Well, to me, it's also that Galleons now for game number 2 are picking red side again. And last time, once again,
Jarman getting that Kalista treatment.
Teams met in Swiss stage.
Oh, Kiana ban.
It was completely dominant. In the end,
very much understandable. That champ is broken.
Every time red side was
I would love to see Velia on Kiana at some point. I don't know what the hell.
And now that the drafting situation has completely changed.
Did that stream just lag? That was not me.
Prioritizing that Maokai ban anymore.
Fair enough.
On the other side, Galleon still forced to ban that Sion. The Jarvan is new, has now returned after the last rotation, and they will now finish it off in the end with the Rakali.
I'm sad about the Sion ban. I want to see Baus on Sion.
Every single draft. I wonder.
There's no Gragas ban. Baus could go on the Gragas. Gragas is blind pickable, low key.
Look to be really practice at the fact that okay, our priorities are.
Honestly, I think Nembe plays more. Well, yeah, but Kiana's better than the jungle. I don't think Kiana mid lane in like competitive is that good. Kiana jungle, however. Yeah, and she's just OP, you know. She's one of the best champions in the game.
Yep, Jamada.
And somehow is like not getting nerfed. No,
nodding my head in agreeal because it was the one jungler that was banned out.
That not bad. Yeah, he's definitely not bad. But
immediate slam. Maokai Jace, so looking at a lot of control
0% win rate
coming out from the Galleons. We'll see.
Jace top lane. Wait a minute. Can also be Jace mid lane, however, but probably top lane.
To go towards if it's going to be
low key, a Gragas pick is not bad here. It also kind of stops the Jace a bit. Wait a minute.
Bit of a favorite of Nemesis. He's been one of the few mid laners that's been consistently playing it.
I think like Gragas is my favorite champion that Baus can play.
I'm kind of
we have Nemesis on Syndra, that's a banger. Tell you that I'm not only sub-shirt for the subpar submarine jokes. Good one, good. What the hell is that Kesante?
Yeah, but also picking away the Syndra means that for the disengage that you can perform on the Wukong engaging, of course.
I guess they don't want too much AP damage, and like, if they go Syndra, Gragas, Mercs is just so good. But Kesante? I don't know if I like Kesante written to Jace here.
Have one final pick before we move on to the second ban phase. As I am,
it's gonna be a really rough laning phase for him.
The Galleons, they might need something to maybe
advance sync in. Good one. Good one.
They already have a very strong team fight, of course, when it comes to initiation. Last game we saw a Vi in the jungle. Now we see Maokai, which has been proclaimed as like some poor man's Vi in a way that your ultimate can lock up a lot more people, but at the same time, it is still about the locking up part, and you're not instantly throwing yourself into their face because you need an extra ability for that. But now if you combine it with a Gnar as well, if you find a couple of people...
It's actually the Jace mid lane. But now, if he picked Gragas into Gnar, by the way...
The thing is, though, that Gnar has been fallen a little
obviously, he didn't know it was Gnar, but still.
Like, you know, when his rage bar is red, you basically want to disengage for 15 seconds.
The Gragas would have really stopped the Gnar very well. It's a very good pick at the Gnar. If he knows how to play Gragas, which he does.
No, you need to play division game.
Just plays for like
no, hang on.
Passive.
Show yourself.
You just told us there's a poor man's Vi ultimate. So I mean, if the bar's red of Gnar, I mean you can just press the go button and make sure that you have your engage, right? Or Jamada, do you feel like Lost Ratones could handle that well enough? In the meantime, the final band's coming in.
I think they could handle it well enough, but I'm just a bit perplexed by Galleon's bans because to me, if I'm reckless, I'm salivating at the opportunity to lock in Alistar.
Thank you for telling me.
Braum, even if it's blind, simply because I'm playing into Maokai, right? That's going to be the only slow rolling engage. If I can tank that, I feel great, and there's already a Cassante with the Pathmaker to do that too on the top side. And I feel like LR
Hello,
really set
Yamada.
themselves up with a very defensive set of champions, right? Yes, we can talk about the dive and how Wukong goes in, but Wukong also peels incredibly well.
Dubs told me to put my cam there. Dubs told me to put my cam there. What is Dubs doing?
Galleon's like, okay, you've double banned ADs, right?
This guy.
Sivir and,
move the Kit Kat. Yeah, I can
so to me,
quickly do this.
What,
there you go.
Looking at maybe Caitlyn
I'll edit
now?
afterwards
Like,
again.
the time where you decide to slam it and
Sorry, this is my first time doing this. I apologize if it's a bit scuffed. Apologize if it's a bit scuffed.
Then it feels kind of bad, and they want to go towards the Ziggs. I'm assuming this will get locked in because they've got that double AD in the solo lanes, and they don't think the Maokai will be enough. The problem now is, to me, Crowny gets a free scaling pick, and Reckless still gets to go one of those, in my opinion, more favorable supports in this setup, where if they want a reliable engage, they can go
the
towards
Ziggs
it.
ADC.
They want the Alistar, they
Okay.
want, the Braum for the Maokai,
Kind
they
of
can go towards
obvious.
that too. And
Surprised they
the
didn't
Jhin
ban
would
it,
make
but then they
perfect
would
sense.
just get
More
Gohwei or
over the
something.
top, re-engage potentially and set up from the Jhin.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I think LR has never lost to Ziggs spot.
That you flex this Maokai to the support
Dubs,
position
would
and
you still
give,
love me if I told you that
Cersei
you sound
the,
different?
Silas still because you have
He
the
sounds
Alistar
German
ultimate
now.
that you can steal,
The
but it feels
blind
like
pick
all the
Alistar is a
other ultimates that
bit,
you can steal are very minor in impact.
Poppy is
I don't think you want to steal all
so
out.
big
I
here,
don't think
no?
you want to steal a curtain call. Maybe
Poppy?
a cyclone.
No,
but
no
also
Poppy, really?
stealing a Syndra ult doesn't really make
Wait, there's
a lot
no
of
way he
sense.
doesn't pick Poppy
So
here.
then you are
Wukong,
now
Heysante,
having to pick a support.
Alistar.
The only supports that
There ain't no way
Zoroark
he's not
and
picking
Jonas
Poppy.
are heavy engaged
Vas.
supports, and that into an Alistar
Vas.
is just counterpicking yourself. This is a complete draft trap by Lost Ratones executed to perfection.
Am I missing something? Is Poppy banned?
Galleon
Like, is it like Shadow ban?
right into it.
What is
I was
that?
gonna say, is it a trap if they just walk right into it? I mean, I feel like at the
So how
very
is
least,
Poppy?
the
Yeah, of
one
course,
salvaging
but
thing
Poppy
could
can
have
just
been
play
if
it
they
very
just took the
safe
Braum
and
here,
play away from the
be
Syndra
happy
stun.
with the fact that if they
Poppy is
do go
super
in,
good
we've
here.
got a Braum,
I mean,
right, we've got a
I'm
couple
not
attackers,
I'm not saying
and
that
then we take
the
some Reckless support, but now that's still
like
in
the
I feel
Nautilus is also
sure
good,
you've
but
got
the
this
Poppy
reliable
is
engage
like
source from Nautilus, but if you need it anyway, I don't
it's
know.
a good in lane here,
I'm
I'd
a bit
say.
frustrated walking out of
Good
this
setup
stuff,
with
and
the
then
Ziggs.
LR got everything they wanted.
Who will take the second game?
Looking at the amount of comfort that's on Lost Ratones side, I cannot go against it anymore. So I'm
Yeah, I think that maybe they're just not confident on it. I play Poppy support myself, so
Lost Ratones game.
that's why like I see the angle
Very
here.
one-sided evening.
Though
And in the
you're
meantime,
correct,
by the way,
when
I noticed
the
that
Syndra
people
is
are
stopping the
throwing
Poppy a
down
little
some
bit.
bets, some
Time to
fictional
move my cam
dollars being
again.
thrown in to maybe see if they can bet their
Time
way
to
through
move
the
my cam.
series. Speaking of valuables, we got
Get
2
back down.
diamonds ready for you in the caster booth. It is time for game 2 with Noah and Black Lost.
Thank you very much, Bo, Yamada, and SIM. I don't know if you agree with them, Blocker, because they all predicted Los Ratones.
Yo, this guy has some nice tattoos. I got some
Not
tattoos
gonna lie,
myself, so like, brother, like,
I'm not
look,
really on the side of
I
Galleons
got
with
I
this
got
kind
some
of
myself
competitions.
type shit.
I
This guy has some
really
nice
don't
tattoos.
like
I respect it.
There were
I
multiple
respect the
times
fellow
as this
tattoo
game
guy.
was coming
Goddamn.
through that both of us were like,
Shout out to him.
hello? What are we
The
doing
helly.
here?
Love
I
it.
really do not like what Galleon
They picked Cassandra because they thought Jason stopped. Yeah, yeah.
stopped Lost Ratones getting
They
onto
blind
the
picked
right.
it. Basically
Lost
blind
Ratones,
picked
they
him.
got themselves
Because
a
Jace can obviously go
right
mid lane
up
as well.
onto composition.
And I kind of called
Exactly
Jace mid
what
lane.
they would have wanted.
Oh, game
This
is already
was
30
pretty
seconds in,
one-sided,
okay.
at least out of draft.
Let's see.
The fact is that, like,
I mean, the
Galleons
mid lane
also
matchup should be very much in favor of
who
Nemesis.
really doesn't want to go in.
The Jace
You wanna
shouldn't die
fight
necessarily, but
long-range
Nemesis
with these
outscales
long-range champs, you wanna
pretty hard
use,
with that team
the
combo, I would
range
say.
with- the range with
I think
Jace,
the way
with
Los
Jace,
Ratones will
like,
play
I
is just
know
through
how it
Nemesis
works,
stun.
you have this
They will not
engage,
make
you
any
have
plays
Maokai,
without Nemesis
all
stun.
that kind of stuff.
I
But
mean, like the
I would
tattoos.
really
No, Rectus as
like
well, but I
because
meant
these are really
Ragnar.
combos. It's like
I play against this
if
guy in
they
solo
get on
queue.
top of your
I didn't know he has
carries, if
tattoos.
you get picked, if you
They look
step
nice. Look at
where
him.
you shouldn't,
Like, look here.
when you're going to set up for a neutral,
Yeah, another
objective,
pause
or
Ratones.
anything goes wrong, everything falls apart. Because we've seen this so many times, and when it comes
Of course, like,
to EMEA Masters,
I mean,
when it comes
Rectus
to
tattoos are
Crushers,
kinda
when it
peak.
comes to ERLs,
Not as good as
I
mine,
would
but
prefer
no,
teams
I'm kidding.
to go for easier stuff. Like,
Even-
go
even the
fight,
one here,
fist
look.
fight it.
Yeah.
Go Nautilus, go for an early fight composition. You need to land a lot of stuff if you want to make this word from Galleons.
Nemesis
Really
with the
throw
first
pressure
strike
on,
is
right? There are bits that you can like.
love
but
it.
the
I love
poke
it.
Around these objectives.
Our wins this
can be
EMEA,
strong. If Galleons
Dumps gets
get
a
little
womb
bit of
too.
power into Seren, into
Loki,
Harpoon, and they can
I would
lay
love
down
to see it.
farm field and just constantly be hitting those accelerated shock blasts. Yes, around these big objectives.
I think I told Dums at the NLC event that he should get like a Lillia tattoo. Like a not safe for work. Oh, we're having another ad. Like a not safe for work Lillia tattoo on like his chest or something.
The way you overcome that, of course, is just have a good early.
I told him that at the NLC event. We're having a little bit of a swap here, by the way. Swapping the Cassandra, swapping the Jhin, so the Cassandra has a better laning phase. Oh, well, not a better laning phase, but the Gnar has a worse laning phase.
More of an effective proactive
And the Jhin is a better one.
That can go a long way to cover up some of these compositional weaknesses.
Is Alois counter to Maokai? Yeah.
And another
Nemesis is taking some
Nemesis, what happened here? Nemesis is
rough trades early. He shouldn't trade like this.
Oh my god.
He needs to play this lane a lot safer.
Into the game. I was going to talk
Nemesis
about,
out trades level 3, but not level 1.
Another lane swap that Los Ratones decided to do. They are
Baus standing with the E, smart. I like it.
Is that now you have Jhin fighting with Gnar, which is okay-ish. Okay, maybe Gnar is not the one going to be the most punished out of laning against her range.
Every time they're really good here. I mean, it also enables the Jhin, and the Jhin, the game is just won through Jhin Syndra here.
Against
the lockdown between them.
I don't feel like they're.
I like it, but it's very risky, I would say.
Most if we count that one of the champions that is dealing.
Caedrel is gonna be very behind because he cannot he can't lane into 6. He can't walk into lane.
Really powerful in the first levels.
But then again, it's Baus, so.
No, he definitely.
Stun.
Well, they're looking for something in here. Nemesis with Caedrel.
First blood for Nemesis. Good setup. Well played, Nemme and Lillia. That was very good from them. Smiting the cannon as well, wanting to hard push it before the TP, but Nautilus is gonna stop it.
Try to absorb a little bit of this XP. We'll
Yeah.
also just grab that teleport back in from
Oh,
Saren.
it's gonna be a bad wave
Surprised,
state
he
for him.
tried to flash away. He knew that the second he stepped a little bit further forward.
Emily Jhin is good. Yeah, I think an Emily Jhin is good. It's just a bit risky. It's good though.
And that is really
Finally gonna be
nice
Nemesis
to see
game.
for Los Ratones,
My
because
god,
Tyndall is
Nemesis.
the only lane that doesn't have the easiest time.
My
early.
god.
Everybody else, you should be able to get
Oh,
aggressive
nice
at
hook.
certain points. You should
Lule.
just be able to absorb pressure. But as we
Lule.
saw, Nemesis had taken a big chunk out of that health bar and was having a little bit.
It's kind of
more
crazy how
of a fight
Gnar
over
struggles
the
so
counter
hard
attack.
against ranged
He'll
champions,
push through a
being
big
ranged
wave
himself,
and
but it's
try to
because his
fight
range is so
right.
low.
Nemesis is now in a very strong position.
Also, that Gnar skin, this looks amazing. Sorry, Ato.
Even with that,
Oh,
Los Ratones
Jace flashing in.
was thriving.
Reckless
There he goes.
here to
Now
save
from
the
30, there is
day.
W.
Oh, Reckless with the
Nemesis
perfect
is okay,
answer here.
still saving his flash for another
Neme-
situation. Saren trying
Reckless having to
hunt
heal.
him down, get maybe that flash away, but Nemesis refuses. to
No teleport
flash.
on Nemme.
Yeah.
Nemesis refuses to flash. He's safe enough. He gets Reckless. They're already level 3. So it is though
Ooh.
camping
Are they
from
looking?
the Raptors.
They're not looking.
Reckless is just trying to hold the wave.
Clearing has such a no
for
problem.
Nemesis.
But yeah, of course.
Just teleport
It's
is
still,
already
I mean, it
in
still
into-
can
to
be
use
a problem
teleport
because
back
it's
to
still
the
the
lane, and now he's really
the main
losing a lot,
tank
right? These guys
outside
from
of like,
Galleons,
you know,
maybe if you
Alois
got
slash
Nemesis flash,
Wukong, but they're not
was
really main
such
tanks.
a massive victory. If you got the kill, amazing victory. If you got the flash, massive victory. But you just got Nemesis not farming 2 waves, and that's
Then again,
really
Caedrel can
good.
just
Yeah, it's
build
still
such
is
good
gonna be a
items
big
here.
benefit. You'd obviously love to get a little bit more.
The
through
Iceborne
it, but it
Gauntlet is
showing
gonna
that
be
you
so
can
big here,
potentially gank onto
which
this
is
mid lane and try
probably
to just
gonna
keep
get, I would
this
assume.
pressure up. I'd like to see this continue on as much as possible for the Galleons. If they're
Maybe
gonna
like
win this
Iceborne
game, it's because
Kaenic.
they find a couple of early advantages and really press them.
Iceborne
Nemesis
Kaenic
mid lane
Jack Show,
could
that could be
potentially
really
lane
good.
For that, it is obviously going to be that full lane swap coming on through. Both
Baus,
the junglers as well, working
careful,
their way
careful,
down
careful.
towards the bottom side of the map, and so we could potentially see a little bit of skirmish around this.
No, obviously
Drake.
Cassandra's
It
like
is a
lower
round
level
of
than
Drake,
Gnar
something both
here.
teams would like to scoop up for themselves early
Okay, to
on.
change Baus,
Don't
he
expect
actually
to
did.
see
It's crazy,
a
no?
rush towards it,
Actually
but in
did.
the next couple of minutes, this could be a pressure point.
This must be a pressure point in a couple of minutes, as you were mentioning. Ragnar and Hin talking about pressure points. Ragnar is really pressuring Baus under the tower. You know, it's Gnar against Cassandra. They should be like this, at least in mini Gnar form. And I got to see a lot of people traumatized about Baus playing Cassandra in the chat. Like, they're not trusting Baus.
Yeah.
Not a single bit that they're
Traumatized.
as traumatized with Baus.
my.
Cassandra
He's
as
holding
I
the
was with
stun.
Naafiri. Saren going forward. Nemesis
Very,
still
very
is not
close.
flushing. Like, this guy has everything calculated. Valia though showing himself up here in the mid lane.
You're
Saren
trying
knows he's in
to
trouble,
poke
but
him
he's trying
down
to
a little bit,
desperately
gets another
reach
Q off?
the
No, it
inner
doesn't.
Tower in the mid lane as Valia is just punishing.
Nemesis is
him.
getting kinda
Ceres is chang down. Nemesis is
manhandled
also
and
chang
then-
down.
Oh,
Look at this.
flash
Here
by
goes Twisted
Maokai,
Advance. Here
that's
goes
nice.
Cersei. And Perseverance, right?
Nemesis is
Yeah,
kind of
like,
getting
you have to
manhandled a little
persevere
bit.
to get those kills. Nemesis had nothing to do.
Nope.
That was a little bit
Despite
greedy, in my
getting that,
opinion,
like,
to
early
stay
kill.
there knowing that you were such a candy.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's what he was keeping his flash around for. Now Sarah needs to watch out. He does have waiting for him.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Calm down there, buddy. Calm down there, buddy. You might be handsome.
Be dealing a decent chunk of damage at this point already, and that's really not going to stop.
The pot tonight. Yeah, Baus never buys pots. He only buys like refillables sometimes.
To be able to catch that one. The Galleons, they're fighting their way back into this game. They've kept the gold even.
Yeah, we actually should give a shout out to Caedrel, okay? Like, man, I think those Ratones is such great content, man. They're so fun to watch. There's no other team that you can actually like watch and you have like fun.
Attempts from
Obviously sometimes there is, but like not every game. But those Ratones you just look forward to every game, right? You're just like, damn, another classic Los Ratones game. Even if they're losing, even if Baus is like 0-20.
At least in the early stages.
T1 is fun.
On the other side, they have the montage,
personally, I'm a EU believer. I think EU is gonna win Worlds.
Super fragile composition, and we got to see
the biggest copium ever, by the way.
And to set those traps, to set those skirmishes, and to take advantage.
Yo, guys, G2 is gonna come back. Trust me. G2 is gonna win BLG. Trust.
We are witnessing it during Worlds.
G2 is gonna win.
LG is really on point.
Yes.
Since the beginning of this team, Value was the biggest surprise for a lot of people. Like,
we
knew
Nemesis,
we knew Crony, we knew Reckless, we knew Baus.
Yes.
But Valja was the most surprising member from Los Ratones to fire in this during the beginning of the year, and still
has been EU at this World. Yeah, it's looking rough.
You saw it.
It is looking rough.
You saw him punishing.
I gotta be honest. Right now, sometimes I feel like teams like Los Ratones or even. What about another team at EMEA Masters? I don't remember the name. Sometimes I look at like
it's here.
Yes, exactly.
Worlds teams, like EU Worlds teams. I'm not gonna mention names. I just feel like Los Ratones will probably win this game. Sometimes it looks very rough. There's some decision making.
So they don't exactly have the kind of team,
we're having spectator bug.
Tower
Baus
breaking
going all out, but still nothing of it.
It's all good, yeah. The kind of tower breaking composition overall that Galleons have, I think Galleons would have really been able to hammer home the use of. Yeah,
we have the Red Bull tournament in Munich, right? I live in Munich. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Yes. Can't wait for it. Oh, Baus falling to Gnar.
Here all around, and it goes the third kill for Galleons for this is your fault. I'm
in Munich.
This is your fault. Galleons takes the third kill. It's gonna be
say hello then. I'm waving. I'm waving for you.
For the French team, and there it goes. This is going to be the replay. Nemesis. Shinedown.
Nemesis getting solo killed. Nemesis is struggling in this game a little bit. He's not really able to find the angle of the matchup here.
Uses flash finally.
I would say this matchup is rather Syndra favored though if he plays it slower. Like he needs to play slower a bit, I'd say. He's playing it a bit too fast. He needs to play a bit slower, a little bit like more
good for them, so we'll see if it's going to cost them this time around.
Confidence.
I don't know. As much as we have some problems with this Galleon's composition, giving early kills,
Bayern or Dortmund,
putting him ahead, that is pretty scary. This champion can deal a ton
Barcelona.
of damage, and that's really been coming.
Now back in the day, Bayern,
so
of course.
In this game, we haven't yet seen one of these big skirmishes. Though.
Been fumbling every game lately. Yes, he has a little bit of a rough time. Let's just say that. A little bit of a rough time currently.
Shine during these skirmishes and team fights, so we're waiting a little while until those are really going to pop up. 3 minutes until the next Drake happens. That might be the point in which we get to see this really come to the forefront of our screens.
But so far, Galleons decided to trade sides.
Oh no!
Oh my God, Zoelis! Oh my God, Zoelis! That was dramatic. But he's okay. He's okay. It's okay, chat. Zoelis is fine. Nobody died.
I think both of us, after that Pike game previously, are a little bit on edge. Yeah. With Zoelis, like, uh-oh, you can't do that.
Oh, Crowny. He has flash. Probably has to flash him. Yeah.
Crowny has to flash away. Ragnar was about to turn into
That's my commentary.
And being a real threat for this Jindo. Crowny prevent the flash. Respect that one. Because otherwise he most likely was going to die.
In today's
in the second game.
I'd say it's like
to stay in the red side,
I'd say it's even. From my own experience, I'd say it's even.
Harpoon, oh my God, that's a massive face check, my guy, my man. That was a massive face check. Reckless was there camping for you.
In lane, of course. In lane, it's a bit J-sided, but I think Syndra can play it safe. You know what I mean?
Galleons want to avoid. You need your long-range champions like safe and sound, flash us up. You cannot afford them to be to be in this kind of situations. You cannot be face checking like this.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you really need that flash available to you. Yeah, you've got yourself the satchel charge as Harpoon to try to get yourself away a little bit more. Still getting caught out.
Baus.
Pretty rough. Ragnar now gonna
Baus.
down, still all out.
Misses the Q.
From the boss,
Oh,
Ragnar with the Mega
GG.
Knife. Go silent against the war. You are grounded, and this is what Ragnar is roaring. At
Solo
the
kill
moment,
by
that's a
Ragnar.
massive solo kill for Galleon's top
Oof.
laner. Galleon's looking a lot better in this second game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was wondering why Ragnar's
Jello's
pressing
looking really good
on,
here.
Right? Nobody's got teleport available. Baus
They're looking
hasn't
really good
got
here.
himself a way back into this lane anytime soon. Ragnar decides just to take one play.
They have a lot of like
This
zone
is
control as
really
well,
wicked
like the
Ragnar. I
Maokai,
wanna be praising him so much
the
right now, but
Ziggs,
can't
and then a
decide
lot
if
of
he
poke
wants
with
to
the
stick
Jason
around
Ziggs.
top lane and push this wave through or not. They clearly don't have quite enough vision onto their opponents to really know if he can or not. He is finally going to push this wave through. Not going to be able to grab the turret plates he could potentially have grabbed as well. And oh boy, don't stick around too long now. Take this plate and run, please.
I think
Okay,
he's gonna
good.
be able to take this
Yeah.
one plate, but I agree with you. It was such a risk that Ragnar took.
If he goes early,
staying
it's fine.
No vision around.
Yeah.
But I mean, it went good. Like it was fine. It was fine for him. So right now, the Gnar is a force of nature.
Yes.
Both solo laners from Galleons are such a force to reckon, right? 2-0 for the Gnar and also
Baus.
2-1 for Seren. And we're watching.
I didn't want to mention it, but
Galleons right now in control of the mid lane all the time.
well,
Like, they
he is
should
going the
be
build that I
able to
said,
sit
right?
It's like
He's going the
pushing every
Iceborne,
single lane
Jack Show, and
where her opponent is.
probably
But they're
Kyanic.
grabbing a lot of gold. They're getting
Probably.
gold from top platings. They're getting gold from bot platings. They are maintaining this mid lane control, so everything is looking good. And Crony is so ahead. You shouldn't be stepping in here. There he goes. Reckless trying to stop Cersei from having
Crowny.
any problem, but I don't think Ragnar
Crowny.
is Cersei at all. And Crowny is already done. Ragnar.
He tried to outplay it there
I
with
think
like the
this
Q
is
as well,
I'm not
but
gonna lie.
Yes, I
This
think that you
is a
will say it
solo
was in the
kill.
area, but he really wasn't needed overall. The second that you just managed to step into that brush as well, make sure you don't get hit by that extra fourth shot. You're always going to be fine in that situation. And you said it just before that Ragnar was a beast. Well, look what he's just been able to complete for himself right here. That is going to be the Trinity Force available now. He's just going to be ripping through people. Interesting. We're going to have a look at what happened between Velia and Harpoon. I think Harpoon dies in the end, so this was what we missed whilst we were watching.
Velia's getting a good pick here though.
Yeah, even with the satchel over the wall.
He's gonna
Perfect
Nice
CC
surprise,
by
and
Syndra as
Always
well.
gonna
Very well
go
done.
Down. In the end, though, it's going to be 5 kills for Galleons. They're up by just under 1,000 gold, about 600 at the moment. They're finally going to start the second Drake of the game up. You do have members of Los Ratones in the area, but it doesn't really look like they're going to try to push on forwards at all. Nice, easy pickup here for the Galleons.
The fact that he's Harpoon with no flash, face checking, I assume he thought he was fine. It was his jungle. It should be okay.
Hey, man, don't wear
right?
pants. That's why you can only see
Not
Mappa body.
There was a monkey roaming around. He got the kill. It was it was Nemesis in the end who got the kill to 2 for the Syndra. Though, who I think it is the focal point from Los Ratones composition. You want to play around those picks that you can create with the Syndra's scatter. With Syndra's scatter, the weak is a fragile maybe way to engage the fight. But I mean, Nemesis is skilled enough to pull it through. And talking about pulling the gun this time, Crowny with the curtain call.
We know you don't have legs.
For a peek, and damage is not there yet.
You're not
The
wrong.
fact is that they got a little bit of
You're not
pressure
wrong.
in the top lane because that X neutral objective is there. This is a referral. Both
Baus
teams
went for the
are
ice bomb, by the way,
trying
instead of the
to
Jack
find
Shot, okay.
around, and there it goes. Nemesis flying away. The mega bomb coming as well.
Oh.
Nemesis.
Nemesis getting out though.
absolutely
Nice,
perfect.
nice.
Oh my
Had to
God,
flash,
that was
however,
so
but
much.
they're really
But
trying to
it's
shut on
not
Nemesis
Nemesis,
this
it's
game.
okay, Nemesis learned the lesson, guys.
Yes, he used his flash, and he also hit a key scatter right there on Zealous. If you don't end up hitting that scatter of the week, you just die in that situation, especially if you get caught in the middle of that Mega Inferno bomb. Still, he's able to get away, and as you highlighted, that was a lot just used to try to kill right before.
Kind of getting
that
the feeling that
Rift
Baus is
Herald
gonna die
was
soon.
available. Both these teams now gonna be looking on
Please
towards
don't die,
this one. You
Baus.
can see majority of members
Please
making their
don't
way
die.
up. Baus,
I'm
no
kinda
teleport
scared that he will
available
die
to join
soon.
up with the top lane fights, whereas Ragnar does
You
have
guys
it.
know the
That's
feeling
why
when you
Baus
just see
currently trying
Baus
to
on your
get
screen and
away
you're
to
just like,
potentially go look to
you're just
help out
anxious
the
that he's
team
just gonna
support
randomly
Ragnar
like
to
flash in.
survive.
So the fact is that I'm surprised that after forcing Nemesis flash and forcing Nemesis to get away, getting control of the top lane.
Language
Gallions
is
wasn't
dead.
immediately able to get this Rift Herald,
I
which is
have
so
no
important for them, right?
Yes.
Because you need this kind of compass when
No
you're
language
playing
that I
both,
speak.
you're playing long range, fragile carries.
Alois has the same problem as Yell, only one
You need to
AP.
be. You need to be ahead,
Yeah,
but
but
not ahead just in
I-
terms
I-
of
I-
play.
I
You need to be
think
ahead of
the-
vision. You need to be ahead of every single
The main
situation.
carries
You need
of
to be the one sieging. You don't
GL
want
cannot really
to be
itemize armor
because
too
those
much.
champs are
The main
not as
carries,
good
so it's not that
as
big of a problem.
defending a siege
Ragnar.
than sieging.
Oh,
Ragnar
well,
is
I said Baus is gonna die
absolutely
soon.
out of
I was
control.
correct.
That's another solo kill, and
I was
think it's
correct.
the third one
Yeah,
in this
it is.
game.
Yep.
He killed the game Baus, and this is not a good death. People was traumatized about Baus Cassante, and they are still shut down on top
What
of
is the
Nemesis
sound?
getting the kill. 3-2-0.
Do you guys hear it?
I really feel
What's going on?
like Nemesis Syndra is the biggest hope that Los Ratones
Yes.
have.
Maybe you want to hear that sound?
Absolutely. I still do like this overall composition that the Rats have for themselves, but I do think that Nemesis' Syndra has been one of his absolute best pickups we've seen all year
Very good,
long.
by the way. They
And
could
also
take up
just love
the
Syndra in general. You're already
the
well
Jace.
on the way. Only
So you had to
40 stacks
like look
away
what that
from
sound
the
is.
Splinter stacks. That's so much extra damage available to you as well with that 15% AP that just gets slammed on once you get there. One of the big reasons why this Syndra can be so oppressive. But right now, it's not really about what the Syndra can do. Yeah, you get yourself that kill up onto the top side, but Ragnar is an absolute beast at the moment. This is a one-item Gnar right now. You've only got yourself some boots and that Trinity Force in inventory, and he's still.
I have to
absorbing
like.
so
I'm
much
probably hearing a
pressure.
sound right now. I
Baus
have to fix it.
Cannot sit to
Sorry.
him one-on-one right now.
The hell?
And he's also
I had
having
like
to
a
build
permanent
so
beep right now,
much
like beep,
armor
beep,
as well,
beep,
and it's just a really tough situation to be sat in. The Leandris of
What
Xerxes is going to start
is
hurting
a bomb was
once
about to
this
go off?
Cassante comes and joins in the
Baus makes Cassante look
fights, unless
balanced.
He gets a bit more magic resist under his belt. But
I
also
don't.
he has
This
to
might
have
be
it,
an
otherwise
unpopular
Ragnar
opinion.
will
I
just
actually
rip your
don't think
head off.
Cassante is that broken.
Crowning
I just think he's
Crowning
annoying.
again,
Crowning getting
slow
hooked.
Stepping forward. There
Has
goes
the
Nautilus.
flash.
It's relentless.
One more.
There goes Harpoon trying to
Oh
get
my! What is that
the last shot, and
hitbox?
Harpoon grabs Crowning. Crowning had such
Disgusting.
a nice game on Corki, but the Jhin definitely not having an easy time in here in this second game. So I think we jinx it, like everybody in this broadcast jinx it for Galleons. I mean for Loraton's, right? Because none of us liked Galleon's composition, but it's working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's been really.
None
good
of
to
them
see
liked
so
it.
far, and
The
fact that
comp
they've
is
been able
good.
to
What
keep
are
them
they
early
talking
on. Yeah,
about?
there's a little bit
The
of
comp is
aggression
good.
coming on Saren, onto
Comp is
Harpoon,
really
but
good.
Everybody there has
Are you hearing
been able
beeps?
to
I don't know. There was
hold
like a
that
beep
behind them and
permanently
still
on
push
on my
forward.
desktop, I guess.
It's now a 2,000
I thought a bomb was
gold
about to go
lead
off.
for the
I had to
Galleons.
fix
Got
it.
that 2 Drakes as well. They only really
I had to fix
lost
it.
out onto those 3 grubbies, and so far the tower pushing it has come through. Right, you do have some structures down. You have got a couple of these towers quite low as well, so that is some standing gold lost. Ratones can try to.
I feel like
but right now it does feel.
I feel like with
Galleons
Cassante,
are in
Syndra,
the
and
lead.
like
The thing
Wukong,
is,
they're gonna come
every
back
time
in
we
late game
talk
team
about
fights.
this, we have to
Like
remember
Los
that
Ratones.
straight up
Like
skirmishes in team
I know it
fights,
looks
Los
bad right now,
Ratones is
but
just good at that.
I
and
have
their
a
composition
strong
is fully
feeling that they're gonna have a big team fight coming in
Full
soon.
but I think
Syndra with
Galleons
2 items,
homework
getting her
tries
stacks as
to
well.
prevent
She needs
this
100
kind of
stacks though. She needs
situation.
like 11
Pay
more, and
attention
she
at
has the
position
the execute.
placed around the bottom side of Los Ratones jungle. It's
Like I see it happening.
too much.
I can
Even.
see it happening.
I could say that even
I can
it's
see it
just
happening.
Too much. Just to secure this.
Now Drake
there's
Soul
gonna be slow
point.
It's not even 20 minutes into the game, and Galleons are already at Infernal.
I'm so
Soul
hungry, by the way. I
point.
haven't
And
eaten
we're
anything
talking
today, and I
about
want to
Infernal
order food,
Drake,
but I
Infernal
don't have
Soul,
like
sorry,
keys
that's
for this
gonna be
place,
abused
so I can't
by
actually get the
Jace,
food.
By Ziggs, by champions.
Life is rough.
You know, landing damage
Life is rough.
from a really long distance. I think it could be the last nail in the coffin.
Not for minute
if
1. Yeah, I
Galleons
mean,
is able
the first
to
game they did.
get the Drake, or
Them
maybe
because
with
because they
Drake
can't.
for
It's so hard for them to
medical,
like
flipping Virgo,
if they want to
Virgo
contest
Drake.
an objective, they have to run in first, but they're not strong enough to do that. You can't run in like second when they have like Maokai, Ziggs, Jace. They can just get poked down and then cannot play.
In terms of gold,
You meant soul point? Oh,
1K
yeah, I meant
around
soul point,
1K,
sorry.
2 items as well.
gold
He's real
advantage.
strong.
Yeah,
Doesn't
two
literally
items
deliver
is
to your
really
door?
massive. So again, Nemesis is that hope that Los Ratones
I don't
have.
know what number the door
Yeah,
is.
interesting that
I don't know
Galleons
what
have been able
like
to get
stock
those
work it
3
is.
Drakes completely
I don't know
uncontested, right?
anything
It
about
makes
this
sense when you're
place.
playing in
I'm
pack
too scared to
for
do
those first
it.
rounds, but the next 2 have just
Too
been
scared to
kind of
order the
misplays on
food,
the map.
man.
Los
I'm
Ratones really haven't had the
sorry.
numbers on
I don't
side,
want
but
it to
it
be
might equally
gone.
be they just weren't interested in going. Teleport's coming in topside though. We've seen it before.
It's so
Atacant
over.
throws are team's favourite things to do. Maybe we've got one here
Oh
again.
god.
Oh.
Oh god, the Atacani
Oh, he almost crashed it.
disasters are cooked. Atacani is where disasters happen, and there he goes. The tower.
As
goes
they're not here right
away
now.
after
They're at the
Red
restaurant.
Pearl.
They went without me
It
because
is,
I have to
by
work.
Galleons and
Work Omega Lil.
Ragnar. Oh,
If that dies a bit quicker, he might just get jumped right
Okay,
there.
Arcane start, by the way. This is
from Saren.
this is where Los Ratones can turn it, if they play a good team fight here.
And the Arcane has been started.
I mean, this is going to be the
Gnar has no flash, so they don't have like Gnar flash engage.
Situation for Ratones to get back the game. On the other side, if Galleons securities Arcane is gonna be, you know, just a win-win for them.
Because also can auto to you for real.
More. It's an all or nothing for Ratones, or they fight.
He should honestly do that. He should pay for my food.
Trying to figure out how
I'm out here
to
working
get
for him.
themselves into the river,
Ooh, Maokai is getting rather low.
The answer, so Eli's in a bad position.
Jin ultimate.
Flash away as well.
Velia.
Alive from here. Jumps in.
Velia smites way too early. He wanted to predict the smite of Maokai. Nemesis dies. Velia dies. Ooh. He wanted to predict the smite. Jin last like ultimate shot also got blocked by Nautilus.
Back into the situation because game is not looking good for Ratones.
No, it is not.
Like he wanted to either smite with the Jin ultimate shot with the last one, or he wanted to wait for the predict the Maokai smite. No, it was a Gnar that blocked the shot. Look here, Gnar blocked the shot. Gnar jumped in front of it.
Ooh. Moves up and there's no more vision available. You have to try for that steal as Velia. Good hook right here as well from Zolis, who's not been having the best game either. And it's just well executed overall. And it means we have to start asking the questions, right? Throughout the early stages of this game, has this been Los Ratones just trying to play it slow because they're trying to scale up, trying to get to these skirmishes, or have they just kind of let the pace of this game go and allow Galleon's Pearl to get themselves a...
Yeah, Gnar countered it perfectly, actually.
And Galleons have everything they need to win and to put the victory in the one.
With the first shot, they would have gotten the other count 100%.
They have been in full control of the neutrals. Besides those grabbies that you were talking about, that's the only thing they couldn't get. They got ult drakes, they got Rift Hurl, and as you were talking about, it was uncontested, right?
Yeah.
Ratones couldn't even contesting. So the fact is that, okay, I get it. You wanna scale, but this is not the highest hyper scaling combo that you can get in this game. Is like, yes, Syndra is going to scale, but Jean is not.
I'm hearing another sound.
Definitely, what is the most threatening.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck about it. Whatever happens, happens.
And I feel like they lost the moment. They lost the moment of their composition. Ratones.
I'm not gonna say it.
On the other side, Galleons are still ahead. Are still super ahead, and even if Harpoon lost himself for a little bit, even if Saren lost himself for a little bit, honestly, they are still in the here and now. A lot of them, they need to juggle a lot to find how to come back in the here and now, in this moment where they have
let me grab the turret.
An obligation. They have to fight for this Drake.
Absolutely, you can't just step back. Giving over this Infernal Soul uncontested would be really, really bad right here for Los Ratones. The fact they're able to grab themselves that bot lane tower
I don't like the Cassandra pick here though. I think
right now,
so many better champions. Cho'Gath is better.
Ultimate, and it comes with the curtain call. Jersey maybe in
curtain call.
Threat, and very cool. Volya as well, but Zolis
they're losing tier 2 top lane.
And Maokai,
Baus is gonna flash ult, dies however.
There goes the ultimate Harpoon.
CC on, well, it's over.
Flashing forward even and getting
it's over.
to 2 kills for the 6.
They used everything for this. It was a 4v5 as well. It was a 4v5.
Standing for Ratones, and this is it.
It's over.
After the Arcane,
that's soul. I don't like the Cassandra pick. I don't know why they picked Cassandra here. There's so many better picks. Cho'Gath, Gragas.
25 minutes into the game, and
they are
just heading directly straight forward to the Baron.
Forgot the name.
They're
low-key, why was actually picked before.
They can just clean house with this one, especially.
Gragas is so much better here. Gragas or Cho'Gath. I know that they have a little bit of like AP overload or like Mercs overload, I guess, because then Mercs is so good against them. But Cassandra's just so useless here. They needed to pick the Gragas or the Cho'Gath. The Cassandra doesn't do anything. But that's what I said in Champions Select. Right? I don't like the Cassandra here. I think it's a really bad pick.
In this series. And having a look back at this one, this isn't even that you've got your high-powered Gnar in already. This is just such an odd split fight.
Look at the damage on the 6. One-shots Nemesis.
Sure that you can't
oh my god.
And Saren, he's the one dealing the big damage right now. Harpoon as well.
God.
And on split fights in this situation where you're not using this skirmish, teamfight composition altogether from Los Ratones, it just doesn't work.
Up 7.7k gold. Is Los Ratones gonna make a comeback?
Into fighting Cersei. And it's Maokai, I know.
Did they go Gragas and aim does Cassandra?
As close as a tank Maokai.
That's fine.
Like, it's almost full AP. There goes Baus with the all out of the game, honestly, because there's no other way to describe it. Cersei just grabs the kill, 0-5-0 for the Baus. Not a lot of good deaths. And you get to think sometimes
I'd rather have a blind pick Gragas than a blind pick Cassandra. Blind pick Cassandra just gets gnarred every single day.
In this one. And now this is where Galleon's combo wants to be sieging.
You can't blind pick Cassandra when you don't ban Gnar.
Control of the game, and it's impossible to get them.
And they're trying to look.
And with the cyclone,
That's just frustration plays right now. All flash on Nemesis. Nemesis dies.
It's negative damage from Los Ratones. That's already a double for Serin, and this is going to be 8 blocks here.
Who would pick against Cassandra? Well, Gragas. Gragas is good into Cassandra. Well, he's doing a lot. He's doing fine with it.
This is gonna be the 1-1 Galleons.
They have a team. They have a fine team to come against Cassandra, I would say. If you replace Gnar with Cassandra and Cassandra with Gragas, pretty fine here.
Reversal of the script in that second.
What a rough game.
They were in control of that one
I think it was just like a complete draft gap. I don't like the Cassandra, and I'm also not the biggest fan of the Jhin, but I think the Jhin is fine. But the Cassandra is really troll.
They were not proactive on the map. They weren't trying to get things going. They had
the Cassandra pick was really troll.
Didn't try play around those. They had some.
Also, I don't think Baus and Cassandra, like, I don't think the gameplay really translates. Like, the player gameplay doesn't really translate into the champion, you know? Like, I think Baus is more like a.
That you never
he
really
doesn't really play
you needed to see. That was nice.
Those type of champions super well. I think that's a lot better.
To accelerate anybody else ahead in this game.
Again, as I hate Baus says, like, Cho'Gath was also on the table, right? I actually coached Baus on Cho'Gath. He can play this champion. I'm so surprised that Cho'Gath is not like high value in like competitive, by the way. The champion is so good in competitive in top lane. In competitive.
But you cannot rely just in the Alistar when you're facing this kind of
at least not in high elo.
You need
but in competitive it's very good.
Because otherwise you're not going to be able to reach the carries, because you need to reach the carries. And as we saw in the last fights,
that ultimate block is so rough, by the way. What a well played by Gnar, man. Well played by Gnar. You can't deny it. It's super well played.
Besides that one moment, like Six has been super chill.
Yeah.
But it's not just Six.
Rough.
Zarin, okay, he got some action in the first stages of the game during the lane phase. Okay, after that, super chilling as well.
Look at the Ziggs combo on the Syndra here, by the way.
Just kind of play the game, not have to worry too much about what's happening. Previous game, Crowley on that Corki.
With the Maokai ult, it's just a one shot. It's just a one shot.
I think that. Sure, in this game, you've got some high-powered
it is just a one-shot.
They can take up a little bit more of your attention, but you can't just ignore ADC. ADC is one of the strongest roles we've got in the entire game. Shut up, ADC mates. I can hear you already complaining. You're wrong.
I like this guy.
He's way too strong at the moment.
I like this guy. I agree with him. ADC champions are way too strong. The role is just frustrating and shit to play. There's so many broken ADC champs. Whatever, man. Everyone says that I'm wrong when I say this. Then I tell them I'm challenged and I'm still wrong.
Really
whatever.
Let's see some Zeri. I see some Jinx. Champions like that just running through the opponents.
ADC champions are good. It's just that the role is not fun. And the role is shit to play.
I mean,
the champions are really good right now.
Holy, I mean,
I like this guy.
Exciting in the hyper late
this guy is nice. I like him. He's my new favorite.
They got everything, all the resources.
These games are happening too fast.
Someone that actually has my opinion.
Pre-30-minute games. We need to slow this down. I don't want to get to bed at a reasonable time.
Okay, never mind. I don't like him anymore.
Honestly, but I mean,
I don't like him anymore.
I could get something like that. Like, for example, this morning,
no more.
We had this Flying Oysters against anyone's lane, and we got to see some really exciting matches in the ball lane, in the ball lane, like with the Lucian Brown and all the stuff. I would love to see something like that. Maybe in the third or fourth game.
1:30 a.m. For me, it is 7:30 p.m. It's almost 8 p.m. I just want to pump down damage from every. I don't think it's the damage from ADCs. Some ADCs, it's just their kits, honestly. Like, I always make the same example. Like, dude, look at Kai'Sa's kit and tell me that it's not a 200 years champion, by the way. Like, look at Kai'Sa. I'm sorry, I will never accept that as a champion that has a normal design. And I like playing Kai'Sa myself, Playing against her feels like, I mean, to be fair, I might be biased because I'm a Cho'Gath main, but playing against Kai'Sa, it feels like I'm just playing against someone that can do literally anything and build every single item in the game. Nerf ADC, make the role. I'm not saying nerf ADC. I'm just saying that ADCs are delusional when they say that the role is bad. Or that champions are bad. Because the role is shit. ADC is by far the worst role to play. Like, enjoyable wise, right? People that say nerf ADC, they're wrong as well, though. Maybe just adjust them. It's just like because Egg is in the chat. Because the caster just said it. The caster just said ADCs are broken. That's what he said. Overly reliant on jungle support. Exactly. You said it perfectly. That's why ADC is not fun to play, because you rely so much on your jungle and on your support. To be fair, that's also mid lane. Mid lane relies on jungle support as well. Can we nerf jungle and support? Whatever. You know what I mean. Can we nerf jungle and support? Yo, does anyone here work at Riot? Can we nerf jungle and support? Can we make those roles actually feel remotely fair? Possibly, maybe. Just asking for a friend right now. I am the friend. I hate like support in jungle. I hate them so much. How do you want to nerf support? By making them actually lose something if they run around the map. You know what I mean? I think that like supports don't get punished enough for not laning. Supports need to get punished more. They need to make a decision. Either they lose out on like personal strength to maybe gain an advantage across the map, or they lose out on advantage across the map by gaining personal strength and playing for lane. There has to be like some form of like, you know, they have to make a decision. It's just too simple to play support, because you can run around the map and you can still be the same XP as the support that just stays in lane. We're between games, yeah. Everyone stretch. Honestly, you make a good point. I have to stand up real quick. A trade up? Exactly. Ow. Yeah, any support jungle is perfect representation of a top main. I'm a mid lane main. Even though I main Cho'Gath, I got rank 1 Cho'Gath with mid lane Cho'Gath. I was the one that made the speed build, like the movement speed build. So I'm sorry if you were losing to it. That was my fault. And I'm the one that popularized like Halo Blades Cho'Gath like 4 years ago. I'm sorry if you lost to it. I apologize. My fault. It's much longer second F sentence, but that's what it should be though.
I don't miss it.
We were building some tension with the time marker being on 0
Why are you so loud all the time?
We are back, and so are the Galleons.
Why is he screaming?
Guys on the desk, I believe based on the very first game, we initially might be thinking that this
I can hear
could
an
have been
echo.
a sweep, right? But right now it seems like the
I can hear
Galleons are
them
fighting
twice.
back. They just equalized this series, and Yamada, I'm wondering, first of all, what did the Galleons bring to the table that might provide them their very first win today?
Well, they first off, they didn't let the lane swap situation this time really dictate a lot of the game, and I think that composition that they had as a whole wasn't one that was wholly reliant on, you know, getting an early snowball going. It was a lot more about slow control. They have the Jace, the Maokai, and the Ziggs.
Those are the second stream. I don't have the stick. I don't have a second stream on.
And that is a lot of what they did. And despite all of the peel that we were talking about coming out from Los Ratones comp, time and time again, basically every single
I think he's just talking so loud that I can hear his voice on the microphone of one of the casters.
Or they just
That's how it sounds
overwhelmed them entirely with dive. And no matter how much
more
peel
other
was
players
actually
let
on
two
offer
engines
from
play
this
the game, make
composition
it a
from,
programming championship.
LR, they couldn't
Okay,
actually survive.
do I actually have to watch this? Like, I don't. What if I just talk?
To me, it felt like they.
I just put them
had
quiet
a lot
so
of
people can
control
listen if they want to.
over that early game, whilst we were
Stop.
talking earlier during the draft analysis.
We have a fake with silver, no, true.
A draft trap being
True.
set by,
How high is the chance that
themselves, it also
T1
felt like
will win
this
another
changed into
championship?
the Syndra matchup that they
Another
wanted to
Worlds?
play
Please
with full
don't.
Nemesis
I don't want to have
skins.
another T1
That
skins.
matchup that
Bro,
also kind of
I
changed
just
the
want
game. They
G2
were
to win
pressure
because I
on
want
the
G2
lane.
skins,
Felt
bro.
like
G2 skins would look so
Nemesis
mad
was
good,
getting
bro.
bullied by the
And
Jace, so
and the chance that maybe
in the game, and Nemesis
Broken
was
Blade
like
will
the-
pick up
I don't know
Cho'Gath
exactly
as his
what
champion if he
like
picks it.
he is
It's very
always
high
that
because I
the
coached him
player
on
that
it
you
and he said it.
have in mind when everything
Please,
goes wrong,
Broken Blade,
Nemesis
win
will
win
go
worlds for
and
me.
take the
I
rest
want
of
a
the game,
G2
they
jogger
start
skin.
shot calling, the rest
I'm
of
not,
them will grow
dude.
with
I'm
it.
not asking for
If
too
you
much.
never
By the way,
win the
crowny
opponent,
damage.
you let
Lule.
the team also, yeah, moving over the map like they.
Let's see if OG to the win. CFO is doing fucking fantastic, by the way.
Has to look for himself and not also for the rest of the team.
CFO is doing fantastic, dude.
Kind of clueless.
Yep.
And they walked
Did CFO win against AL today? I only watched game 1 and 2. Did they win it? Wait, who won? Sorry if I'm spoiling anyone now, but I kind of want to know. I cannot go into my client because I have to reset my PC because of Vanguard. I had to kind of re-download a little bit.
It will just get collapsed on every single time, and you don't really have the composition except for the Syndra that you could say, oh, Jhin, go on a side lane, farm up, and you'll be a hyper carry again. Because that's not really what a Jhin does. That's something that the Jinx
but
does.
CFO,
even a Twitch, if
man,
you want to be a bit cheesy with it, but that's not Jhin in this composition, and it also just fell apart.
They have to play shown either semi-finals. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna say it again. I do not understand why in pro play Cho'Gath is not popular enough. This champion has everything a top laner needs to have to be good in pro play. Good CC, a good amount of damage, objective control, tanky, and is also able to go damage if needed. Like, come on.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't.
He has everything a champion needs to have.
Saren a lot of the credit
and he's easy to play.
It's technically a jungle segment, but I feel like
if you're not playing in well, to be fair, I mean, I guess in those games it's a bit harder to play, but still.
Around that kind of setup going
man,
consistently.
Yeah, and he has a silence. I don't know why no one picks Cho'Gath. Like I know that there's like, cause I obviously as I am like the rank 1 Cho'Gath in the world, like people have obviously like, or teams went up to me, right? Like coaches or like players. I can mention Broken Blade because I don't have an NDA on it, but obviously teams went up to me, right? No one has picked it though. I've given so many. I have an entire like document. Look here. I can show this. I have an entire like document with shitload of matchups and everything. So many teams are using this.
I'm also listening to you, Jamada, because before we
like tier lists and everything, and like
desk, right?
No one picks it. No one picks it. No one.
Was supposed to win
no
the
one
second
picks
game
it.
Based on their composition, and I'm just wondering.
I know Cho'Gath can be countered, but you can pick Cho'Gath maybe like game 5 or game 4 when like some of those counters are already picked, and you can ban 1 or 2 of those counters. You know, like for example, like if let's say they've picked Gnar, they have picked Jace, they have picked what's another Cho'Gath counter like on top lane? Because it's obviously Cho'Gath top lane, right? Like, let's say Fiora, even though no one is picking Fiora, right? Let's just say for the fun of it. Then, and if Gwen is still open, just ban Gwen and then pick Cho'Gath, and then you're like, boom, let's go! You know what I mean? Rumble and Abessa? No, Cho'Gath is fine at Rumble and Abessa. You just don't lane. You just don't, like, you just outscale at level 6 instantly.
Your whole composition isn't kind of set on this soft
Hi, Saku. Hello.
Very soft timer. Of, hey,
job being opened until is a bit unrealistic. Really? You think so? I think it's very realistic because no one is picking him. No? No one is picking Cho. At least like I'm talking about Worlds right now. I'm not talking about like EMEA by the way, or yeah, EMEA Masters. No one is picking it, no?
Yeah, I just feel like
at least like I've never seen it. Will you stream on your Twitch after this? Probably. Do I have to advertise myself again?
Back to being moderately fallible, right?
Dams told me to do this after every game. I don't know. Like,
let's hope that despite what looked like a, in theory, bad draft as we enter Game 3's draft for this series, they outperform those expectations.
Dams said I should do this. Me.
On paper.
Indeed, and it
yes.
makes me curious and also wondering, and also a bit
smiley face, thumbs up.
What's about to happen in the third game?
I know when Baus plays against Show, he kind of gets gapped.
The first game was a bit of a stomp, to be fair.
Baus is the only quote-unquote pro player that does he play Cho and BB. You're 24? Yeah, I'm 24. Turning 25 in about like 1.5 months. I'm actually going to Japan, by the way. I'm going to have a vacation in Japan the entirety of November, so pretty soon actually. 2 weeks from now.
Maybe with a couple of champions as well, like
or you stop lying. I'm 24. I was born in the year 2000. 2nd of December 2000. That's my birthday. 2nd of December 2000.
Best of 3 in Swiss is now also off the table. Same thing can be said.
Waiting on Twitch while Dump's not online and went to Twitter and saw this. I got you. Again, if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I stream League of Legends there. I know. Shocker, am I right? I stream League. I stream some variety. I don't know. Have fun with it. Link is somewhere in the chat, or you can just look up the name Sakuritou. Appreciate anyone that follows. Appreciate anyone that checks it out. Much love. Much appreciated. Dams told me to do this.
If you want to blind pick support,
don't hit 1 million. Yeah, a YouTube short hit 1 million like a day ago. It's crazy. Fucking. Oh, wait, we're already on it.
I mean,
sorry, I had. Dams tells me to advertise a lot.
This is very interesting because for Xerxes, you know, do you go towards something that's a little bit more team orientated? You know you're gonna fall behind, right? Just one-to-one in the farming department.
Velja Kiana! Velja Kiana! No! Velja Kiana! Velja Kiana! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait a minute! Wait a minute, that's what I said last Temper Select! I wanna see the Velja Kiana! Wait a minute! Oh my god, we have a banger already on our hands here.
I think after that first clear, the clear
I don't think it's gonna be Kiana, but then it is 100% gonna be Velja Kiana.
Means that. And the ultimate potential means that Ella have to be careful about what champions they pick in terms of giving this Silas a lot of value.
Yep. And also with Lillia gone, it makes sure that all of the movement you still have on the Galleons is something that could not be counterpicked at this point.
That is a flex, yeah. That is a flex. I mean, Kiana tech is also flex, but there's no way it's Kiana mid lane. There's just no way. It has to be Kiana jungle.
Pressure their momentum into the third game.
I've played with Kiana jungle in solo queue with Velia on my Smurf account. That's like GM. Whenever I don't want to try hard, I'll just play on that one. And his Kiana is looking good. His Kiana is looking alright. His Kiana is looking alright. It's looking pretty good.
But I also know that he was a fan of that champion back in the day.
Ooh, I like the Galio. I like the Galio. I like the Galio. I like the Galio. They can combo that Galio so well now. With
trying to take one of those carry roles as a
what is a template that Baus plays that they can combo with? Wait a minute.
If you're not going to be engaging or supporting, then
I would have said Y top lane, but Y is already picked.
I love and I hate this.
It can obviously be Galio top lane. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but Galio is honestly one of the only like melee mid laners that can actually like survive against a Aurora. Aurora is my perma ban. I've been banning Aurora ever since she came out, so I've fucked that champion, quite frankly. Could be Galio top lane, but honestly, Nemesis Galio is also kind of clean. I've played against it. He is so. I mean, he's just a clean, fucking amazing player. Just very clean. Apejax, I don't think Apejax goes hard here.
A lot of cons that come with the, very few pros. I feel like to picking up this Galio, but Nemesis has been one of the pioneers of this pick.
What is a champion that
the first mid laners picking up very consistently? It was also a bridge pick for LR to kind of get them off the ground and get them to a point where they start to feel comfortable as a team. So it's certainly something he is exceptional.
If it's Galio mid lane to kind of like survive the Aurora lane.
Your point, Jamada, I feel like we're going to see a Galio ultimate Konga line, right? So once one starts to move,
it can be Galio top lane though, but Galio top lane.
That's one of those rules we have to apply. In the meantime, the final bans are coming through. Lost Ratones want to get rid of the Smolder, of course, and the Aatrox, and that means there's only a few steps left before we
I'm thinking right now. I don't see any pick that Baus, because I don't think it's Galio top lane. I'm pretty sure it has to be Galio mid lane to kind of survive against the Aurora. What is the champ that Baus could play here? Quinn? Yeah, but Quinn.
They're also trying to ban the Smolder.
J4 Baus? Yeah,
We've seen that this is a team that likes scaling.
I mean, J4 is good here. Don't get me wrong, but
you don't want to put yourself on that extra timer that if a game goes long, now the enemy has a Smolder that starts executing you after a while. So it makes complete sense.
I don't know if I like them.
Now, I am looking for a bit of aggression, and if
I'm actually excited now. I want to see what they pick here. Volibear's banned. I was thinking about Volibear as well, but Volibear's banned.
That might also
would Yone cook here?
Well, now you have an AD carry and a jungle that can jump in at the same time, and some follow-up.
Yone against Aurora mid lane? Because Baus doesn't play Yone, so it has to be mid lane Yone then. Yone against Aurora? Unplayable.
I was kind of hoping for
Cho'Gath is still here, yeah. Cho'Gath technically is still here. Cho'Gath is still here. The matchup are not that bad for Cho'Gath right now. Even though people, like, obviously don't notice too much, but Cho'Gath actually hard counters Silas. You would think that Silas hard counters Cho, but it's actually the other way around. Silas cannot play late game against Cho'Gath. His silence is too strong. He completely removes Silas from the game. If you know how to play Cho, and he obviously does.
But I do wonder about how the pressure is now going to lie in the bottom side. You're going to have to keep your passive stacked. You really are going to struggle to hold priority. And
Yorick. AP Aurelia.
We'll see what Baus has.
AP Aurelia. It has to be. Or just like normal Aurelia. It's either Cho'Gath, Aurelia. Cho'Gath, Aurelia. It's probably gonna be Cho'Gath, right? Let's be honest. It's gonna be Cho'Gath.
funny picks. We also know that
Cho'Gath Aurelia.
Real big fan of the Kayn top.
I can see the 80 Aurelia here. I can see the Cho.
This champion will just out-sustain every single fight. But he will go for the Cho'Gath, which is a matchup that he's played before.
Yes!
Ragnar as well. Back then he was playing into a Cassandra.
My boy.
Maybe a little bit
Yes.
but the extra sustain you get
Put the Cho in the bag. Put the Cho in the bag.
It makes complete sense if you need to play
Bausy. That's my boy right there.
We see a Tristana bot lane, we see a Galio mid. We know
The matchup is pretty good for Cho. It's not insta-1. Because pre-6 Cho'Gath has a hard time. At 6 Cho'Gath has a very easy time. However, the CC of Yorick is very hard to lane against whenever he doesn't get like weak-sided. If Baus gets weak-sided and then like Yorick gets strong-sided, every Yorick W basically is a kill.
I'm going to put my PayPal on the
Cho'Gath smash or pass?
I have had 2 wrong predictions, so the one who pays me the most, I will predict against
Buddy.
them, so that one team, the other team.
Buddy.
I feel like that.
The most,
kind of
Buddy.
makes sense with
What do you think?
Of
course it's
Thank you so
Smash.
much, SIM Jamada, for you as well for providing us the
Of course it's
insights. Of
Smash.
course. It's quite tense right now. We have a hyped up video about both of these teams. We got, of course, a Desh trying to predict what's about to happen. And we got 2 Legends of Casters standing by to provide us with all of their energy to head into the 3rd game. It's time for Black.
Head into the game. I want to watch it. Hello.
One more time.
Head into the game, please. Head into the
Thank
game.
you so much, Bo, nephew, SAM. It's criticism, and SAM
I wanna watch it.
decided to claim himself.
Pass on the Halo Blades, show the work.
by cursing
He,
him
I hope he
not
goes Halo Blades here.
have
I hope he,
nothing
yeah,
live.
please.
His prediction
If he goes
is
grass
that
and dying, I'm gonna cry. By the way, if he goes grass, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna crash out on stream.
Hey, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. I don't think I've been particularly right in a lot of these ones either. It's been interesting.
Please
to
go
look
Halo
into a
Blades,
lot
bro.
of these games
Halo
going,
Blades.
"Oh,
It
this
has to
composition
be.
is easily better." But the gameplay on the Rift is the most important thing. Still, analyzing what we've got in front of us right now before we jump on in, my eyes have to go towards the top lane, right? We've been talking about it, how the Cho'Gath is one of his best play styles for Bausy. And let's see if he's going to be able to play it as effectively into the Yorick, because I gotta be honest, I've not been loving the Yorick.
No, I'm not in the Yorick boat either. Like, I know some people who defend the peak like a lot, but I feel like it falls short. Like all the time, like constantly, we see Yorick like functioning during the earlier stages and
Yes, the Halo
but
Blades.
after that, it's like, okay,
I like it.
What are you going to do when your team?
That's
needs
the
to,
wrong secondary
really
runes,
run
but we
into
don't
it?
talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
He needed to go
I
resolve
get
here,
Yorick,
but you know, it's fine.
practice.
It's fine.
I'm not.
We're happy. We are happy.
Yorick fan. On the other side, I feel pretty much interesting how Galleons started drafting this Aurora and also the Sylas. I was just yapping on the backstage, too much AP, too much AP, too much AP, and I still feel like there is a little bit too much of an AP combo from the side of the Galleons. They decided to round it up with the Ezreal, which not big match.
Abraham was the better pick than Cassandra back there.
All those Ezreal
True.
and
I
this
agree.
happens all the time as well. You get to see Ezreal.
I hard agree, bro.
Super strong. Look at my 2 items. Wow. I land every single Q on the tank.
Yep.
And the tank.
But
doesn't
he
do
went.
Baus
He
on
went
heavy
Dark
items.
Seal.
Records
He
all
went
just
Dark
like,
Seal. Just
okay.
go the door and
Yes.
swing, bro.
It's like
So
Q
good
low,
on
Q
Cho'Gath.
Nemesis, Q on Reckless. So
Oh,
then
fuck's
what?
sake.
Then
I
what
told
will
him this in the
happen?
coaching as well, by the way.
Who needs
And he
to
said,
be
yeah,
so
I'll do that.
on point to
I've
make
never
this
seen him build it
Ezreal,
once.
be
It's so good for
relevant,
Cho'Gath,
maybe I'm
the
just jinxing it once again.
the fucking D ring.
And I think one of the best ways to see how this game is going to go is to watch these.
He also went Q level, E level 1.
On both of
Fuck's
these
sake.
junglers to pull their teams into interesting spots throughout the first
Let's
few
see.
games, and I don't see this changing anything. Lillia right
I'm
here
hoping for
on
greatness
Kiana.
here.
I think the Kiana's
Destined for
really
greatness.
fun. It was something that started popping up towards the end of the regular season splits that we had
Come
over
on,
in
Bausy.
Split 3, and it's just been getting stronger and stronger as we've gone on through. It's that just
Not for the
big
camera, it's just a
burst
Baus on there,
potential,
but
that ulti
just
is
have to complain.
completely game changing. If you end up in a big choke point, supreme display of talent over the top, boom, that can completely flip a fight on its
Yes.
head. That being said, the Sylas, again, been creeping up slowly but surely. It's not busted like it was for a little while before it got hot fixed, you know, with all of that crit chance coming through on the camps that it wasn't meant to have, but it still is really strong. I do like the highlight, though, that there's a lot of AP on this composition. I think the Aurora loves being solo AP in a lot of situations. You don't want your opponents to be building a bunch of
Bossy.
Merc treads and all of that. Baus.
Bossy, Ragnar is mashing
Kids?
the ground with
Okay.
the shovel and force Baus to flash away.
Oh.
Baus suffering,
Oh.
Nemesis suffering,
nice.
Nemesis with the key has been massive. The town in their tower and Serin's still alive, but somehow I don't know how Serin's still alive. Wow,
Yo,
Nemesis,
Nemme.
I was in a
Did you guys see that?
dive.
Nemme.
I think that
Oh
Saren
my.
is-
Okay,
God.
Nemesis.
Oh my God.
So Elias,
Oh
you were
my
so
God.
optimistic. I mean, so this kind of guy, I feel like he was expecting
What is
Nemesis
going
to be a
on,
genuine
bro?
go to the store
What
instead
is
of the
going
landing,
on
but
even?
Nemesis was on point.
He missed as well.
Bossy, another
Bousy?
shovel to the ground, and Ragnar wants to
Cersei?
kill Bossy
No.
in here.
Dead.
Her name is going to be Cersei. Flash through the wall on the first blood.
Oh
Easy
my
peasy.
god, bro. What was that from Nemesis? That Nemesis EW was crazy, by the way.
Oh, that has hurt my very soul watching that one.
That was
now, Zeros.
crazy,
Gonna pay for
dude.
this one. Level 2 to level 4. Velia does a lot of damage. Still, Saren is here. And with the Aurora in the area, this should at least get this Rel back out.
Red also kind of ended there a little bit with the
That was an egregious
with that
kill. That
thing.
was pretty bad. Still, it ends
She
up
used
breaking
the
out the
barrier
enemy
to
before
not
the Galleons
stop
there
his
to be able to
recall.
pick up that initial kill right there. And at least
What
goes
is
over
going
to Silas.
on?
Watch this one back. I think Saren did intend to step
What
forward
is
in this
going
moment.
on?
Yeah, keeps walking.
He didn't
forward,
intend to do that, but
trying to
it's.
stop Nemesis. If you
Oh
hit
man, it's
that
so
step of that
close.
charge, all of a sudden you're keeping Nemesis close and you think you can
Oh.
be able to get the kill. Just didn't expect to have all of that damage turned straight onto him, and I think that's why Saren had to flash
That's so
away.
close with the
Still,
kill, by the
flash
way.
does come out of Nemesis too, so it isn't going to be the end of the world in this round
Nemme,
one.
Nemme.
Shame though that
Look,
Saren wasn't able
now
to pull
Baus
off that initial
buys
combo
the
to
Doran's
perhaps
ring.
put
Why
him
doesn't he
halfway
just
to
start
the
with the Doran's ring? No one knows. Why doesn't he just start with the Doran's ring? Now he buys it.
Pretty much ahead of this,
What is he
early game.
doing?
400, 500 gold at this
What's he
minute
doing?
are a lot,
This guy.
honestly. And the first kill
I
goes to
swear.
Cersei. With I feel it's
I hate
really
him.
years on the Silas because I feel like every single ultimate is valuable for him. There's not one single ulti that
You never
can say,
understand.
"Man, this is useless." Even the Buster shot from
He's
from
maxed in
Sana,
W, I believe.
think
Is Baus
there's
maxed in
just
W?
There's a use for it. The supreme display of talent, though,
Oh,
is
yeah.
is invaluable. Definitely.
damage.
But there's the feast. There's Kiana's ultimate. Also Gallia's ultimate. That's invaluable. And it was Los Ratones who decided to go Gallia after knowing that there is a Silas in there. And I don't know if they suspected that it was Cersei who was going to play the Silas. Decided to go to Gallia no matter what. But Silas is going to be able to follow if he gets Nemesis ultimate.
Absolutely. I think you would have expected it to be into the jungle. That's kind of been the most likely lane for it, although obviously can still move it around. I think Velia has just started up the initial Drake as well, and I love to see this because in the previous game, one of the main reasons the Galleons were able to win was just
Maxing E, by the way. He's not maxing
no
W.
play.
I was waiting for the thing to appear.
Oh my
Baus
God,
dies.
Bossy
That's
again.
what I meant, by the way.
Second
Once Baus has no
counter
flash, he
for
just dies to every
Cersei,
gank.
destroying
Obviously, they get
something
like Drake
in
for it,
Gallia's
but
favor. At least this time, yeah, you were pointing it out. Los Ratones in the previous game, they were not able to
there's
grab,
some lighting going. No.
like a lot of
Anything.
neutral objectives.
Anything.
I mean,
they grabbed themselves
fair
3
enough.
grubs and then absolutely
that's it.
nothing else.
yeah. So at least now they got this first Drake. So Boss death was not for nothing. They got something out of it, and it was this hex.
I have a bad feeling about this game.
That is super.
I gotta be
powerful.
honest, boys.
This one
I have a
is
bad
gonna be
feeling.
well.
I don't know what it is.
Really interesting. Let's see. Which shall we have?
I think they're gonna have
today?
such a problem with like
Then
playing
back
side
on the
here.
other side, definitely.
They don't have a
All
champ that
time
can actually
guys. Okay,
contest
so
the Yorick on
maybe
side.
it comes
Yorick,
in-
Cho'Gath can, but Cho'Gath
Xerxes is massive.
Yeah.
2-0. We're
yeah.
talking about
missing
Silas,
Odin Cho'Gath in
even
the
the
team fight here is
Maokai.
big.
Silas jungle as well. Silas
I have a
jungle
bad
just
feeling
has
here.
the complete ability to take over a game. We've already highlighted how many of these different ultis are going to be really useful for him.
Big
just
toe
in
for
terms
you.
of the straight
Hello,
damage
Dums.
and also the amount
Yeah.
of healing you can get.
Finally.
He's going to be going for all of the anti-heal.
He's kind of inting though.
Quite a lot in this game with both a Silas and a Yorick on your screen. Zarian, he should be fine. Just pops the between worlds.
Misses the Kiana ult. Good reaction time by Saren there.
In the end, just going to be able to walk that one out. It is good to get that initial
Good reaction time.
ultimate
Good reaction
play
time.
from Galleons. That is something. Still, Los Ratones, they, other than getting that initial Drake, haven't really been able to spark anything too much yet.
I think they're making.
Like Emo the best team that
Okay, they're
Are
teleporting.
gonna have to lock down Saren is through Baus actually. Like the silence is gonna be invaluable to deal with the.
Actually, using the
Otherwise,
win. I mean, they lost the second game, even though they ended.
Using abilities.
It's currently 1-1.
To get away. I think Los Ratones' attempt was good enough, but it's just Aurora. It's unfair. At some point, she jumps away, she uses ultimate, and you just can get your claws on top of her. So she's just gonna get away time after time after time. So you need the silence to come true.
The
Not
Baus
Alois,
just flash
never
ulted
having
there. I
silence, no heavy
don't
metal
know
with this
why he
story. It's been
didn't.
absolutely silence, and
Flash
Baus
Q? Flash Q, flash Q, flash Q. Huh? Bausy. But he had the kill there. Does Baus not know that Yorick W gives Yorick tower aggro if it like displaces him? Yorick W does 1-2 damage if it displaces someone. Not like if you are inside of the middle, but if you're like outside on the walls and the walls displace you, you get turret aggro. I guess he didn't know that. Because Yorick was tanking tower. And he could just flash ult and kill. Velia. Yeah. Velia. Oh.
He missed. There he goes.
Okay.
Missed. Velia alive, but they are not giving up.
Just announced that you're weird. You're a weird human being.
Unbreakable from Reckless, really done. Here it comes, a dinosaur. You may not
Crowny?
because with the skin, it's just a cute. But here it comes, Baus silencing everybody. Harpoon on the other side of the fight, another ton. Nemesis taunt after taunt.
Okay. Getting to kill the Crowny. Aurora has to flash as well.
Those are very good taunts. Baus still trying to get in control of the mid wave. Cersei had time to come back after the first stages of the fight. This has been a really long one.
It's still going.
Ratones got a kill. They're still behind in terms of gold, and they're still losing mid control.
Yeah, and I mean, only one of the grubs which kicked this fight off a minute and a half ago actually ended up going down.
Yes.
The first one goes to Galleons. Nobody is able to pick up the remainders. Finally, Xerxes, after fighting, heading back to base, coming back onto the rift, is going to be able to pick up all 3 of these grubs. And critically, that was a fight in which Baus came up, teleported in.
That Crowny doesn't have mana here.
His team, and Ragnar did not, was just interested in sitting in the side.
Where's Clarity when you need it?
Exactly as you expect a Yorick to do. I think that means Galleons are going to be happy with this one. They get the
Baus, by the way, is
ability
going
to
for the
yes, he could end up
Protobelt
giving
build.
a kill over, but it's only one.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
It is okay for Galleons, but it felt very
I
risky.
do not like
for a
that
lot
he's
of
going
blinking
Protobelt.
stars.
Risky is an understatement once again. And we're
Bausy.
witnessing how the first MR items are coming through. Lord Ratones inventory, like you see Spirit Visage for Nemesis. Have you ever heard of the word of our Lord, Merc Threats? Because Reckless half heard of it.
He understands.
And there goes Merc Threats
Yep.
for Bram. They're gonna be screaming tanky the moment they start.
Baus
stacking
picking up that
that
Protobelt now?
resistance. Because you saw it. I mean, even if Ezreal was
So
super
he
powerful,
officially
he still needs to
good
run
coach
his skill shots.
trademark
It's
Baus
like
ever celebrate Shogun.
conditional
Yes.
damage. Like for me, it's like conditional
It's the
damage.
official.
You can dodge the damage. Harpoon needs to be extremely on point, and it's not being like that, at least in these very first stages of the game. On the other side, Tristana for me, it's like super reliable.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's one of the things I heard years and years ago, and it really stuck with me, that Ezreal scales directly opposed to how much threat there is on it. Well, it also scales alongside how good of an Ezreal you are. And so the fact that Harpoon missed a couple of those key shots right there really is rough. Also, at the end of that fight, we were looking elsewhere because there was more explosivity happening, but he also tried to throw through that true shot barrage, and it also completely missed. He wasn't able to pick up that final kill in a couple of different ways. So if he's able to lock in just a little bit more, especially once you get that initial Trinity Force completed, which he's well on the way towards getting, that's going to be a big boon of power. Looking back in at what's happening on the Rift right now, though, there's about 500 gold.
Saren?
Lead.
Velia?
Oh, he has to flash?
Velia
He just has to
overstepping.
flash. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
risky,
he
that's
just
risky.
had to flash.
I know, but will
He
you
just had
eat
to
in
flash that
there?
Flash away for your jungler was really fragile. Even just because
Yeah.
she's an assassin, Profane Harris isn't gonna save you. It's not gonna give you more resistance. It's like you're just a piece of cake. And Velia had to flash away. He decided to overstep. I don't know if just to defend the tower or for something, but that was a bad step from Lord Ratones' jungler. On the other side, Galleons taking neutral objectives, so the first 2 drakes are scattered between one team and the other. We're gonna have a Mountain Soul nonetheless.
That Galio damage, by the way.
Not gonna lie.
Doesn't have a single
I've
damage
always
item outside
seen
of
some
like,
people highlighting
you know,
Caedrel
Dark
as
Seal
nothing
and
to the fact that
Deep
Baus,
Ring. It's
decided to
not
build
much
it
damage.
Shogun, right? But it's been plenty of times during this year
Holy
where
shit.
I saw
Of course
Baus
he's playing JP.
building Proto Belt and then maybe
Yeah.
tank, then maybe tank. And we're watching the magic resistance coming through Baus's inventory after the Proto Belt. So
Look, you need more AP in this comp. You do. You actually do need more AP in this composition,
just
right? You're
to
not going
be
to be getting
up
a
with the
huge
amount of
amount
AP Galleons
at
have,
an enemy.
yes, you are right.
Yeah, I think this is actually a perfectly reasonable AP Cho'Gath game because you've got a lack of AP in the rest of the different lanes. You've also got yourself 2 tanks already. Nemi's going to be more than tanky enough, and Cho'Gath just...
The thing about the AP Cho'Gath being good here, and I agree, but it's not the protocol that's good here. He needs to go tank item into Riftmaker into tank item. The protocol is not good. He doesn't need it here.
It just puts you with that extra...
His target is not Aurora.
Mobile composition, right? Seren, Xerxes, and Harpoon can all dash away from you. If you can follow along with them, that's very scary.
That's, I mean, Protoball Cho'Gath definitely scary if you're just a tiny little Ezreal or a tiny little Aurora, not gonna lie. It's like, oh my god, Supreme Predator, right? But the fact is that...
With these last 12 minutes, nothing is happening. I swear, nothing is happening.
That's gonna be really interesting for both teams.
I thought this game is gonna be a lot more like Bloodbath.
Like, super lot of VP, there goes
good
Lillia,
reaction time by Ezreal. Good reaction time by Ezreal there. Holy. Has to use double sums, however. Looking to get... No, they can't. Can't play.
On top of Galleons, Valgia still alive. He needed to respect and take the longer way through safety, but that was a really fair attempt from Lord Ratones. Harpoon was quick though.
Yeah, really quick with that one. And the fact that Xylis was also able to just jump in immediately.
Flashes in.
That one, though, Crowny.
Crowny? Crowny, 1v9 machine.
Paying dividends, so at least also so done. Crowny jumping on top of him, and there goes the 3rd kill on top of Lord Ratones, who got a feat of warfare. Cersei, there's no...
Crowny though, finally something happens.
As Crowny and Reckless are
okay, Crowny, okay, I see you. Crowny 3-0 by the way.
Here comes the reinforcements, Saren joining the top lane, but as well TP is coming through for Lord Ratones. And
Lord Ratones.
And with Galio, you don't have to mess with Galio. What is this damage for a tank?
Crowny? I like it. What a Smurfy. God damn.
Get those quicker recalls through soon enough. Saren really needs to be careful right now. I mean, yeah, you've got yourself the...
How did 2 die? Crowny flashed on Ezreal. Okay.
Look back at this one. The initial play looked so
Crowny flashed on Ezreal here.
Where you've now got
Boom.
yourself a 3v2. The Xylis just misses on that.
Dodges. Beautiful play by Crowny, and then they obviously just turn on Rel here. Beautiful play by Crowny. Beautiful.
Burst straight out. Yes, it's very safe.
Super good.
Not as safe into a Tristana when you can just be followed. These 2 champions can jump after each other.
And again, I don't want to repeat myself,
but
Harpoon is
Baus
super
TP.
behind 0-2. Tristana is 1k700 ahead, 3-0. Like Crowny is best in this game. Baus is also the biggest. Look at the size of this Cho'Gath already at 16 minutes into the game. Now Lord Ratones are looking for the
Kiana would have been crazy here. Kiana would have been crazy here, boys.
Which is terrible news for Lord Ratones, of course. But they need to leave at least the top side of the river, but Valdia and the rest respect the fact that Galleons may commit for the fight if they don't feel safe enough. Baus is done!
What happened? Oh, that's so unfortunate that we panned away and didn't get to see what it was that sparked that little extra engage off. Now,
Bausy.
Double stun, there goes knockup.
My god.
And I feel like Galleons
gold.
Leave behind their support, the massive display of talent, and Crowny with the last auto attack gets the kill. Cersei got confident, but it was about time to get confident. Cersei trying to get away, and Saren right now joining the find that there's no ultimate on this Aurora. Reckless with the unbreakable, shielding his from the damage that may come from Harpoon, even if it's just a little bit of damage. As he
unlucky.
So
Baus kind of just died.
Counting still over ahead in terms of gold, and if you pay attention on the bot lane, Crowny is the one who has the keys for Lord Ratones' victory this game.
He is fully in control of this one. 4-0-0 right now. The Young Tower arrows already completed, and with a BF sword in.
Baus getting the reset to it as always. Yeah, you should just almost reset him.
Previous fight, it got a little bit messy because Baus got caught out on the edge. I'd love to have seen what it was that happened there, but unfortunately, we probably won't get a look back at that one. Herald now going to be restarted by Galleons, and they are going to be watched doing it by Reckless. Now, Reckless is completely alone right here, so no real threat of him stealing that one away.
What if Reckless...
Miracle off.
Okay. I was going to say, what if Reckless like steals through his Q? That would have been the coolest play ever.
Christmas brought, but the miracle of Christmas is not happening here.
It's a couple months away, right? We're still defrosting Mariah Carey. She's not fully defrosted yet. We can't rely on the Christmas magic at this point.
It was a good death. I mean,
17 minutes into this one, and remember, these games have been ending in
was it though?
30 minutes. It's been
Was
pretty
it
back and
though?
forth so far. 1,000
I don't
gold
really
to go
agree.
for Los Ratones. 7 stacks onto Baus already, so he has been doing a really good job of getting those feast stacks up. He's already getting to be quite a big boy, and that's going to be a little bit.
Quite a
here for
big
Gallions.
boy.
Still just got themselves those first items completed on a couple of
What do you
key
say?
members, and the 1-0 and 2 Ragnar Yorick can be quite scary. He's been trying very
What?
hard to stay in these side lanes, hasn't really been able to start more through towers
Fair,
yet. He
honestly.
should be coming online.
I can't disagree with that.
I'm still a non-believer, a Yorick non-believer. Like, I need to see, I need to witness Ragnar with all this advantage he has in this game to see him carrying those fights.
Look, I agree.
They come.
I agree. Usually, my whole thing with this Yorick is, are you Bin or Flandra? If yes, carry on. No worries. If no,
If
stay
yes,
away
carry
from
on.
the champion. Now, that's not always
There's not
the
much to
case.
say, sorry. There's not much happening in this game. Nemme?
Nemesis, oh, he sends
He
us
might
something.
live.
He's saying, you know, Nemesis still alive are 3 members of Gallians hitting Nemesis, and Nemesis still alive. He's trying to get away.
Sorry, but where's the Lillia guy? I'm his substitute.
Somehow.
I'm the Cho'Gath guy. I know, Cho'Gath's a bit hotter than Lillia.
He found Reckless, and the
Oh, Reki flashing, trying to get that Darrell, she will die. Boop. They just swapped places. That was so cool. What? That was so cool.
Too much EP, I guess, and Galio surviving.
Yeah, I guess that's the outcome there. No, I mean, Nemesis is so strong with that hello in inventory. He could just absorb so much pressure. And it's also really unfortunate with the Aurora Between Worlds. Saren's trying to step back to be able to hit the edge of that ulti.
Okay, LR is setting up a gold lead though. 2.4k. That's like peak LR right now. Oh my god, what's happening to the camera on the bottom right? Jesus.
Sorry, from the boots, is able to get in for that TP play back and punish on an aggressive move from Galleon's Pearl. This is really nice, snappy decision making from Los Ratones.
I mean, there is a message to be read by the fact that Nemesis survived to that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, there's a message. Galleons are gonna face massive problems in the next minutes. Like, for the rest of the game, as Los Ratones are gonna be able to stack Mountain Drakes, make their tanks tankier, which is a problem as Velja. We witnessed him using the supreme display of talent in there, like trying to zoning Galleons from the top side of the river.
Oh, Velja overstepping though. Silence coming in.
And now this one, I still say Cersei, who's now again alone in there.
Baus ulting the Silas. Silas dropping rather low. Reckless gives a shutdown. What is going on? Yo, EMEA Masters. Hello? It's on my stream. Sisters, come on. I was watching that. Well, LR lost. Reckless kinda just went a bit too hard there.
There's nobody to steal this one away. Baus doesn't even have that nod.
What happened?
He does have the health to be able to teleport back in, and he is incredibly.
I blame.
scary.
Come on.
Just completed his unending despair as well.
Loki Baus can take this over, by the way.
Totally just keep this unleashed.
Yeah, just keep it. Keep it, Baus. Yeah. Don't know. He shouldn't actually do it. He just needs to keep it.
A good play here from Baus. If you could delay this long enough, look, his team's gonna re-engage, re-arrive onto the side of the Galleons. You have to steal it away from your own team now.
Still in the feast, but Baus decided that he was going to feast on Silas.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he got it off.
This is a small victory.
Oh my god, he got it off. Oh my god, he got it off. Oh my god, he got it off.
For Silas to come back. And Lord Ratones are the ones getting back. They got the Atakan.
He got it off. I can't believe it. The Messi of the league. Legit Messi, bro. What?
There's no towers, there's no dive in there. Nemesis
What?
against 3. I've seen this happening before.
Bausy.
And Nemesis again is alive because they have no
I like what I'm
towers.
seeing, Bausy.
You
I'm
need
like,
to
never mind. I don't like what I'm seeing.
To punish this Galio.
Bausy, you just made a good play. We don't have to end now.
Also useful to get away.
Okay, wait. We can rewatch the fight now because it was like lag. The stream was lagging.
In here in the tribush,
What's going on here?
and it was a mess for Lord Ratones.
Okay, we see like LR, Velga kind of inting a little bit.
At this point,
Trying to kill the Silas, Silas survives. Then we have Reckless stepping up a bit too far, getting CC, dying.
immediately Zoelis is
How does Crowley die here?
Back, and this fight is
jumps in.
not completely won.
Astro Flash hits Ezreal.
Again, just cracked amounts of damage
Flash
coming
on
through.
okay.
And you're able to turn it through. Harpoon again, free hitting. Still coming back out of this replay, and it's time to fight again.
Another Mountain Drake.
Super even game, by the way. Super even.
Cannot afford for
Now third Drake though for Los Ratones. Soul point.
It's gonna be soul point, Mountain Soul point for Ratones.
Mountain Soul here, by the way, is an insta win.
So tight, but I mean,
Mountain Soul is an insta win. Cho'Gath Galio with Mountain Soul, that's unkillable, bro. That is unkillable, bro. There is no way they die. No.
That's rude because I mean I don't know if that's like Yorick's wives or something.
Yeah.
And that feels rude.
Yeah, and I mean it's free stacking right here.
Low key, what if Los Ratones just like stalls and then goes for like Soul? They win team fights, I believe. If they play correctly, they need to play like front to back. There's so much DPS with Crowley. So much burst with Baus.
Again, the gold, it swung back and forth. This gold graph is not going to be anywhere near as clean as the previous two. It has just gone back to pretty much even at this point. 200 gold, just about the advantage. Reckless potentially caught out.
Potential, no, he's being caught, absolutely. But TPs are saving him. TPs coming from Galio. Was lurking the ball lane. Taunt, but Aurora managed to jump away from Nemesis. So, you're telling me you don't have a funny name for the Maiden? Like you English casters, you don't have a funny name for the Maiden. You call her the Maiden like all the time.
Some people call her the wife, you know. Some people call her the old ball and chain and stuff like that. But no, I think the Maiden's already.
We call her what?
Oh my god.
What is the caster saying?
That's so boring. It's like in Spanish we call her Hermenegilda. Can you repeat it?
No.
Which means no. It's just a funny name.
Not.
It's like a granny name. It's like. That's the only, that's the funny part. That's
fun.
But I thought you guys had like a funny name like for the Reef Herald. Well, I mean, no Maiden in there, at least here in the top side. As Los Ratones are gathering around the ultimate mutual objective. Everybody wants to dance with Baron Nashor, and Gallius wanted to be sure that Los Ratones weren't doing that. Baron Nashor.
Do you feel like this game is going to be decided by the next Drake, Loki?
The redemption to get
Crowley?
some vision around, even though they have control of the mid lane. Considering
this game is going to be decided by the next Drake.
That tower yet, which is honestly surprising because they have been, you know, dominating the fights, getting some gold for them, even if everything is so tight right now. I thought they could be. They could get the
okay, good turret. Now they have gold lead again.
It's not reliable. It's not credible enough.
Yeah, it's really rough when you don't have that one down already. Still, I don't know, the way that Los Ratones have been able to play so far, I think they can just bully their way.
These cars are mostly cringe, he called you cringe. I'm a coach, I'm not a caster. If I wanted to cast...
Velia is just having to turn
no, I don't want to cast.
He maybe wanted to go in onto Xerxes, but didn't have the
I'm just here to be here,
necessary.
basically.
Baus
look at the fire, it's a cozy on here.
Does have himself his TP available. Ragnar's going to have to go and deal with him in the bot lane. Oh no!
1 second, like past the EMEA, have to sleep. Oh 7, buddy.
And the Baron
oh 7, sleep well.
Neither team has been able to
have a good one
with this vision battle, and if you
sleep
wait
well, buddy.
enough for this to come up, you're gonna have this Mountain Soul
available. That Aurora build is one of the most unskilled things ever created in League. Can I just quickly say it?
They're perfectly happy with getting.
I don't want to be too toxic, but fuck Aurora.
Both, but forcing Galleons into a tough
choice. Is cringe.
They're gonna put that extra
he's our cringe.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the way. I mean, the fact that
you have a point. You have a point. I agree.
They are in control of the decisions. They are the ones with advantage. Gold, well, I mean, it's cars, but there it is some gold advantage for Los Ratones. But I feel like both teams are just focusing on the next Drake, right? Galleons cannot afford the Drake to go to Los Ratones. Like it would be Mountain Soul with 3 Mountain Drakes, right? A lot of Ratones are the ones that you were talking about. They can just let it go. They can just let it go and focus on the Baron Nashor. And if one team can afford a quick Baron Nashor, that would be Los Ratones. I mean, I think Tristana is going to be more effective.
Sadly, doesn't get any stacks of this. Super sad.
Than Ezreal, for example. I think Galleons would need way longer for the neutral than Los Ratones to have. But still tricky, though, considering how the last fights have gone for both teams. It's so back and forth. Galleons still here committing for the Drake. 20 seconds more or less for the next Drake to spawn, the next Mountain Drake to spawn, and seriously decided to steal that piece from Baus once again. Tristana needs to jump away.
They don't have Maiden.
Not get it off from Baus, but still really
Baus science.
There goes Nemesis
Cleanse.
with the dash and taunt, so at least maybe forsaken by his team, sorry.
Oh, Velia gets the ultimate onto Rel dies.
Really quick display of massive talent from Velia.
Misses the Q.
Forward, and here it comes. The display of resets. It's Tristana one cell though, because Sarin and the rest are still trying to fight. Coming through, trying to get his team still helps.
Gets the feast.
Down. There goes Sarin in between walls. Harpoon may
How
be in trouble.
broken is Aurora?
You are in trouble, my friend. Wherever you jump, there are enemies.
How?
These are 4 kills for Ratones. It's a 4-2, and still a good fight for the red side team. And Ragnar, the only one remaining from the French team. I don't think.
No wonder I permanent the champion. No wonder I permanent the champion. Like this is.
I mean, there is Baus, right?
It's so disgustingly OP.
9 seconds for ultimate.
Like Aurora is so OP, bro.
Another free stack. Ragnar trying to harass, trying to be a little bit annoying. Teleport gonna
Is Ragnar
come
able
right here
to
as well
stop this?
from Nemesis, and it's only Ragnar and Zoelis left available. I don't think these two are really gonna be able to stop this one going down.
They want the Drake to be reset. They want Ratones to leave the Drake. Are they gonna get their objective?
Ragnar dies.
Wow. Okay.
No Smite.
No.
They left the Drake.
Silas is coming.
And Baus has
No.
a really strong
Wait,
Keener.
there's no
Here
Smite now.
comes Cersei.
Get it,
Here comes
get it,
Cersei.
get it.
They need to silence King. Seven jumping forward. It was Cersei. It was Cersei who saved the day for Galleons. It was Cersei who secured the Drake. But how much blood it
Saren does so
costed?
much damage.
How much blood the Drake was worth? Cersei got the Drake. He got alive. But here comes Crowny. Crowny jumping forward. That was bold. That was maybe too bold for your own sake. And Belgium joining the fight. Massive supreme display of talent as Belgium claims Harpoon's head and flashes away from Saren, who's chasing him down.
Why did Baus ult the Yorick? Baus, I told you about this. Why did Baus ult the Yorick? You don't need to ult him, just auto attack him and kill him, and then keep the ult for the Drake, man.
Boss fight.
Saren.
The boss fight was Saren was tremendous. Belgium is in a problem, but Saren missed everything. Saren missed everything.
Bausy.
Oh man, that should be Velia dead. That should be the turn straight onto the Baron right now. Oh, Saren cannot get caught after that one as well. Is it going to be able to hop over the wall? Baus looking to get that rupture. Isn't going to be able to land it. So, we live to fight another day. I don't love that we've got into a replay right here, because I do wonder what's happening on the live view. Cersei tries so hard to get into the pit right here. Finally has to flash to actually be able to steal away the Drake. That is huge. As much as we're talking about how the fight was massively won right here for Los Ratones, not giving Mountain Soul over to this composition is massive going forward.
It's like, Mom, please, 5 more minutes. I want to sleep 5 more minutes. Galleons want to fight 5 more minutes, not letting Ratones grab that Mountain Soul. But Ratones, in the aftermath, they are going to take the first tower in the mid lane. It's been 31 minutes into the game. The tower was still alive. And kind of healthy, but the fact is that with that tower away, now Ratones can reliably try to set up that Baron Nashor, and I told you this is a really fast, this is a really quick Baron Nashor. Tristana, like courtesy of Tristana, that Baron Nashor goes straight forward to Ratones' hands, but maybe Baus, are you in trouble? Are you in trouble? No, because he has Protopelt.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
oh my god, he has a Protopelt.
No.
Call an ambulance, but not for Boss. Call an ambulance, but not for Boss. He was not the one in trouble, it was against Zoelis. Okay. Yeah.
Okay is correct. Now, you've got to bear in mind that the Baron itself gives you 1,500 gold split between everybody, and you just lost 2 tier 2 towers for that. Ragnar grabbed the tier 2 top lane, the bot lane, and mid lane. So you're a little bit behind the curve where you would be, and we'll see what Los Ratones can grab from this. They grabbed themselves 1 kill, and how many towers can you now push onto at this point? It gives you a great way to establish a ton more pressure before this next Drake spawns. 2 minutes until that next chance at grabbing themselves the soul is going to be on the Rift. As long as you can survive through this next couple of minutes, though, as Galleons, and not allow a ton of your towers to go down, this isn't the end of the world.
What a dot. Holy shit.
I don't know. Be careful with your words. Let's look at this, Velia. Supreme display of talent. Saren goes invisible. And Saren goes
good ult by Velia.
definitely
Very good
invisible.
ult.
That's the end of the world.
To the fountain. That's the end of the wall.
Okay,
as Baus
it's over.
flanks, Protocol forward, knockup on Zoalis, and Reckless and the rest
Bausy.
just go forward, only forward. The ultimate from Nemesis trying to shield
Bausy.
them from the dive. They are just diving and rolling under the tower, and they
Bausy.
don't care because they are just too tanky, and they don't even have the Mountain Soul. But the bottom inhibitor is being out. It's absolutely out, as Harpoon is joining the rest of this team in the fountain. This is going to be a 2-1 for Ratones with the really tanky and rocky composition. It's gonna be an ace. 2-1
GG.
for the NLC team. Really looking for that golden road, trying to get all
The
three
Drake
medals
fight was a bit rough right now.
EMEA Masters.
When they
Now
lost like
are
the soul, that was a bit rough.
Yeah,
The rest
that
was
is
really good.
the second
But Cho'Gath
before
again,
it
you know.
dies, that game is over. That is the only member
Cho'Gath.
of the enemy team that Los Ratones have any.
Boys, I'll quickly be
any
right
respect
back. Give me
for.
5
Seren's the
minutes.
only
I
one that
quickly
actually
remove my
been dealing
cam
his damage.
so no
That
one
game, it felt like it was
walks
a
into the
nice
stream.
edge.
Be
But
back
half
5
the
minutes
time,
ago,
Los
if
Ratones,
even.
they were just scaling
5
up,
minutes.
They were getting
I'll be very
stronger and
quick.
Stronger. The fact they don't even need that Mountain Soul in the end is massive. Still though, Galleons, there were moments where they could have pulled that one back. I think back to when Seren doesn't pick up that random kill in the enemy jungle after that big explosive fight around the Drake. If he grabs that kill, maybe they get to turn and just go and do Baron. Instead, things are immediately turned around. And yeah, as we can see from these highlights, right, it started from the very first couple of minutes of this game and never slowed down. I felt like there was constantly fighting happening, and these teams really didn't want to take a breather, and it really leaned into what Los Ratones wanted to accomplish with this composition.
And I feel like all the problems that we pointed out that Galleon's composition may face, they showed up. Honestly, not having enough damage to deal with the amount of frontline that Los Ratones combo had. The fact that the soul was mountain was not helpful for Galleons. Not gonna lie, in this one, Harpoon struggled a lot to deal to hit. I mean, not to hit, to deal damage. He hit. He hit that Qs, but it wasn't enough, definitely. As Tristana was just jumping freely. I mean, there was this bit of a moment, a chaotic moment around the Drake that was supposed to be Mountain Soul for Los Ratones, and this fight also, I think this was a glimpse of hope for Galleons.
I have returned.
But they could
Baus
never really and
rips it
truly
away.
capitalize on it.
What a good game by Los Ratones.
Exactly. Baus just takes all of their hope that they
Not
had
perfect
around
though.
that
The first
and
game
rip it
was
away by
really
just
good.
stopping them from being able to get
The
after
second
them.
game was
Again,
rough.
it's
The
same
third game
again
was.
in this fight where Baus is just constantly all over his opponent. There's
They
moments where you think
obviously
maybe
won, so they played
Seren
it
and
good,
Harpoon
but
are gonna be able to
it
do
wasn't
damage.
perfect.
The Cho'Gath is too
It really
tanky,
wasn't perfect.
It's got too much healing coming through. It just
Also, I don't know if I'm a
bursts you
big
down
fan
with
of the
so much
Kiana.
ulti. You were never allowed to play your game here as Galleons.
Yes. No, you never, definitely, you're not.
Yeah, Dom,
allowed
can you explain
when
why
you're
tier
facing
1
this kind of-
teams
this kind of
powered as
competition,
blue
like,
side, but
look
ERL
how
teams powered
OP
as
and
red?
how unpunished they can dive in this tower. They
Because
ignored
ERL teams are better.
completely the inhibitor tower because they just didn't care. I mean, there was no
Red
damage,
side
not
makes
even for the
is
from the
a lot
structures,
better because you have
to chunk them,
last
to
pick
really chunk them down. And
most of
as
the time.
we,
People
as we
powered as
saw,
and
the
if
moment
you're
they
playing against good
gather
players,
around,
people are
I
powered
mean,
as red side.
the Yorick,
Because red side
for me,
obviously
was kind of
last pick.
for me. I mean, Ragnar played well.
Blue
during
side
lane
has-
phase,
has
but it wasn't
rough
it
first
wasn't
pick action.
helpful enough for the Galleons composition. They had a lot of struggles to deal with Los Ratones. Although the combo was super straightforward.
Yes.
And okay, I
Will
mean,
Blues have a
I
high
felt
minute
like
though?
it was a super comfortable composition for Los
I
Ratones.
honestly don't know.
Don't get me mistaken.
That's it. I would be surprised.
Towards the
I would
end,
have
it
said
felt like
red
it
side
became
has
easier
higher
and easier
win
for
rate.
Los Ratones to play
I don't know the
because
stats.
position had
I'm not really
scaled
that
up and it
much
got
into
a good
competitive league.
point. Neither of us like the Ezreal.
If it does,
Neither of us
please provide
really
me the
wanted
stats, 'cause I'm
Ezreal
actually
out. I
interested.
didn't feel like the Yorick
Does it
particularly
actually have a high
was
win rate?
massive
I would have guessed
teaser.
like red side
Galleons want to
should
set
have a
this
high
to
win
it for
rate.
Game number 5. They're gonna have
Just
to
by pure,
really
like,
rethink
logic.
the draft phase.
I mean,
Absolutely,
I personally
very
prefer
much
playing
so.
on blue
Let's see
side
what
because
happens
blue
in
side
game
is
four. We are
more
going to
comfortable for
toss
me,
a
but
very short break before
you know.
that, so see you later.
I'm looking at food right now, by the way, because I want to order some food. Oh, yeah, we have a 4-minute break again. For fuck's sake, guys, what food do I order? Give me like some. What is that? That's a new restaurant. Oh damn. Okay. Shit. The second was like 55 blue, 45 red. Really? Damn. First, I love Baus, but if Baus just played the early a bit better, like buying Dorans and Potion, would be huge. I don't know why he doesn't buy Dorans. Like on some champions, I can understand it, but on like Cho'Gath, with it's literally the item is made for Cho'Gath. Like it's perfect for this champion. Dude, Dorans and Cho'Gath are like best friends. I swear. He used to build 3 of those back in the day when they were like not unique and you were able to buy multiple of them. Cho'Gath's main build was 3 Dorans. Because it's so good. Because it's 50-50 blue. Really? Well, then I cannot explain it. I remember back in the day that Red Set had higher win rate. Then I cannot explain it. I don't have that much info, sadly. Caedrel was crashing up because they have free lane if he has second wind and shield. And shield. But he doesn't need shield. It's a free lane if he goes D ring, because he just wins the lane. Instantly. He just wins the lane. He would have won the early fight as well if he had D ring instead of... Like the stats of D ring and the man of D ring instead of Dark Shield. It's a Baus thing. The thing is, you're completely correct, by the way. It is a Baus thing. It is completely a Baus thing. Only Baus does this. Does Necrit give movement speed? No. Mages gives movement speed once you have 10 stacks. Once you have 10 stacks with Mages, you get movement speed. Baus is just trying to send a message. Yeah, no, Baus just doesn't like Doran's items. He always says that. He always says that. He doesn't like Doran's items. Checking something right now. Because he's really strong. Yeah, they had some good games as well. They won against Barca, no? Recently. I don't know what the team is called. You guys probably know which team I mean. Does Starksy still give more healing and potions? No. They removed that as well. The only reason you buy Darksy is to snowball, but at least in my personal opinion, Baus is not really a snowbally player. At least not in lane. He snowballs out of lane really hard. Have you seen the changes they make into Doran's items? Yeah, I've seen them. It makes D-Ring, you have to play more aggressive. D-Shield is getting just nerfed, and D-Blade is getting like Omnibam instead of Lifesteal.
Good evening and welcome back to the desk.
Man, why is he always screaming?
That has a match point
Jesus,
of its own, and
man.
actually one extra compared to the Galleons, of course. Given the status.
Haircut, you look better than usual.
I'm just wondering, Yamada and SIM. We saw.
I actually did not do my hair today. It looked shit.
Also, game
I did not do my hair today.
If you compare all three of those games, SIM kicking off with you, what was a big difference between the third game compared maybe to the second or the first one?
To me, it feels like both teams finally have woken up from maybe a potential slumber, and we're getting in the situation where we're just going.
I don't know because these monitor 87 that just don't auto. Yeah,
I
like the.
Something that we haven't seen this far. There was always
you know what? I'm not that interested in what they say. I like the Doran's blade changes. I like the Doran's shield nerfs. I don't like the Doran's ring changes. Mostly because they nerfed Cho'Gath, but I don't like the Doran's ring changes too much. They nerf mid lane Cho'Gath a lot with that. I'm a big fan of the blade and the shield changes though. They're pretty nice. Honestly, game 1 was insane from LR. Should try Finnish accent. I don't even know what the Finnish accent sounds like. I don't even know.
At least Baus in the top lane was one of those aspects that made it really hard for the Galleons to.
Those ones are busted though. I think they're really good, yeah.
What do you feel like was something Lost Ratones did very well in this game?
Actually surprised that Crown did not do more damage than Nemesis or Baus. Fair enough.
That's right. I think the ones that are a little bit snappier definitely went the way of GL, but I feel like you could definitely see kind of aspects.
But what are they
of
gonna
it.
whip out
You know,
now?
we
Because
speak
Cyano's
about
gonna
the
be banned.
short
What is Baus gonna pick now?
100%, but
Baus
in
does not
that
have
sense, just kind
Kessante.
of understanding where the lines are.
Baus has no
Generally, LR
Kled.
are relatively disciplined.
Gragas is open.
It was very
Are we gonna finally see Gragas or Baus
infrequent
after
that
we
saw,
mentioned it like 4 times
Baus that
already?
I think people will probably
Please.
the Crowley
Pick the
rocket jump in the
Gragas.
Dragon Pit. I think it was
Put the
like
Gragas in the
very
bag.
final
Come on,
dragon
Baus.
where he got blown
Put the
up.
Gragas in
Like,
the bag, boy.
otherwise,
Come.
I feel like it's just again
Put the
you know,
Gragas
the
in the
value
bag.
of some of these kind of bigger team fighting picks coming in on top of Velia. We on top of the Kiana run, not the Velia. We're concerned about how much.
Devil should ban
value
Gragas. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they ban Sion or Gragas now.
Frankly, it
And
just never really came
then
to
just
pass.
make Baus pick something very, very
Some of the
uncomfortable.
points of GL,
Like then they force Baus on what? Irelia?
Harpoon had a very, very strong position inside of this game.
What else has Baus
Against
played?
the mid lane,
Jax?
didn't really get
AP
utilized
Jax?
particularly well. I
Irelia?
feel like LR just did a
Quinn?
very good job of keeping
But
him
Quinn in
at arm's
competitive
length,
is
just so
weird.
he can
Yeah,
have
Poppy, I
some
guess. He does
fight.
play Poppy.
Yep. And this is just
What
the feeling
else?
that I got right now.
Volibear
as,
if it's not
from watching
banned,
those games.
I
But
guess.
some of these fights were
Volibear is not banned,
So on
if he's not
Arcane,
banned.
which took about, I don't know, 2.5 minutes or so. And eventually Lost Ratones were able to secure the Atacon, of course.
Oh,
I'm just wondering.
there's not much
is
more
maybe
actually.
that scrappy
That he
type
plays
of
comfortably.
fighting, skirmishing. Is that something that Lost Ratones
Jarvan, I
themselves-
guess.
is it
You could put
something that
Jarvan
maybe
in as
Gallions
well.
should be aware of, that they will not
I'm actually
be-
surprised that Baus never plays Trundle. I'm seeing Trundle on the screen right now. I have no clue why Baus is not a Trundle player. It's like the Baus champion, it feels like. He just doesn't play it.
They know that in certain situations, if they fall back far enough and they have
Not to the
pressure
stop.
on,
I would
they can
fucking
still
love it.
Salvage situations that in the moment
I love
you're
it.
doomed, but when you stretch them over a longer period of time, you can still make sure that something useful gets played out of it. Like we saw with that Atacon fight, for example, snappy fight went in favor of Galleons, then Xerxes stays behind to contest at Atacon. He knows that Baus doesn't have
Super excited for the
so he
draft now.
basically just used
I'm
it.
actually like
Baus was the
super
only member
excited.
surviving
But he
from
doesn't play
it, and
Kiana.
he's
What he
also
did.
just a gigantic
Oh, he did. Was it not like crossed out? I didn't pay
items
attention
given AP,
to that.
but he also had
He just
an
played again with
spare
Kiana, yeah.
tank items. He has his
Did I
massive
forget to cross it out?
build
Even the
supply.
proto belt. You know what makes it more scary?
Ain't no
Like
way.
a big
Yeah.
Choga that can move really fast. That's surprising, man.
Just looking at like what food I want to order.
He is able to teleport back in.
I'm
and
so
without
hungry.
trying to out
So
DPS the
hungry.
Cho'Gath when you've lost a couple of your players already, half your team has already
It's so
recently just felt like, well,
GG.
why would you need help in Atacon when Cho'Gath cannot contest you there with like 20 HP? But Cho'Gath wasn't 20 HP anymore, and he just walks up, kills Xerxes, and then with the help of Reckless as well, who respawns afterwards, they just play out that fight, they secure the Atacon, and they're instantly back in the game, even with giving away 4 kills.
Do you guys
in
like?
the
Okay,
fight.
I have a question for chat. Okay,
Yamada,
when you
match point
order
for
a
Lost
pizza or
Ratones,
when you
and
eat pizza,
now
do
we
you
just
guys
focus
like
on
eating
one
pizza with like
Miguel.
dips?
What is something
Like
they
I love
need
eating pizza and then getting like a garlic dip on the side and then just dipping the pizza into the dip. You know? Am I the only one? I can't be the only one. I like to dip my pizza. Type shit. Oh fuck, we're in draft. Ranch? I mean ranch also. Yeah, in general dips. As long as it's not ketchup. If you use ketchup,
you know, in terms of execution floor being
You
as
might be
low as
banned.
possible, and I say trying your best to find
Ketchup
because
ain't
we're
no
4
way.
games
Nah,
deep into
that's
the
just not
fearless.
working,
Now, what I will say is that
put the dip on it and fold it. Ooh, that's also banger. Yeah. Just a crust. I would say for everything. Crust, yeah.
Is running out of champions to play in terms of the overall level
Almost
of
good banned.
comfortability and the
Dude, the
like,
ketchup is
variety,
not.
and
No,
of
no, no.
course Fearless is going to do that anyway, but
But it's except for hot honey. Ooh,
Lulu, Renata, and the Rakan has been a
the hot
consistent
honey.
ban.
Oh,
GL
don't
are
even.
banning
You're making
out
me
the
more
Lulu.
hungry, bro.
So let's see if this is something they kind of double down on, and maybe they're willing to even ban
Making
out
me
the
more
Renata
hungry,
and just
man.
go Rakan blind. Just
Dip a
be one,
pizza?
right?
Bro,
Like,
have you
maybe
never
that is a
gotten
genuinely
pizza with
viable
like
strategy
garlic
to
dip?
end up in
You're
a
missing
situation where
out,
Reckless is now
habibi.
on
You're missing out,
the-
habibi.
the
Come on.
owner, like, you know, it's very simple to play. Something I think he's
You
doing
guys are
in
missing
this
out if you
season.
never had dip with
And
pizza.
you know the
Ain't no
matchup's
way,
good,
bro.
but that's not going to be a comfortable
Ain't no
situation
way.
for him to
Garlic
be in
dip,
on that boss.
pizza. Oh my god.
And
Oh
also
my god.
having the Lulu not being able to be picked for one of
It goes
these
so hard.
teams also means
By the way, no
maybe
Simon ban
to
yet. No
slightly
Simon ban. Wait a
make
minute.
sure
Wait a
the
minute.
AD
Wait a minute.
carries,
Wait a minute.
which are hyper carries, could also have a bit less safety
Wait a
on the
minute.
map itself. So maybe it's also pinching a little bit on the AD carry pool that's still available.
on.
As I am in the meantime, the third
They're gonna
ban
pick
is
Sion
coming down too.
themselves.
Zed will not be effective for Lost
Let's
Ratones
be
to
honest,
play
they're not
inside
banning
the
it right now
jungle,
because they're gonna
even
first
from
pick it.
mid, of course. So that means only one ban is left.
They're gonna first pick it
There's
here.
only one ban left, and I also want to add a little bit upon the things that
They're gonna first pick it
Yamada
here.
just said, because we've had a performance coach in the Benelux called the Law Coaching, who always said when it comes to a best of 5 series that if you go into game
No.
number 4, game number 5,
It's gonna get first
composition
picked
starts to
100%.
matter less in
Finn
comparison
Redding?
to just
Ooh,
playing
Finn
champions
goes
you're
hard.
comfortable on, because
They
exhaustion
banned
will,
it.
over the
Wait, Lost
course of
Ratones
4
is
hours,
back. Wait, what?
it will just kick in. And being able to play a champion where you can constantly autopilot on for the moments that it happens becomes a much stronger, like a much bigger thing during these kind of.
Were they scared of the first pick style?
Of course, with Fearless being that.
I guess because Baus doesn't have a champion against it, maybe.
Has already been picked or is been banned out, so it's really difficult to find those really small margins where you can pick both a champion that fits into your composition.
Picking the Xayah away.
And you have a lot of experience.
Lovers.
But for now,
the lovers
it looks
are
like both sides are finding at least their comfort. Ragnar looking in the Rakan for Zoelis also to pick it away from Reckless, of course, like Jamad already predicted. And then it is on to Lost Ratones who say we don't want to see the Xayah Rakan combo, so we're picking up the Xayah for ourselves.
So surprised now, like not surprised. I'm so like excited to see what they're gonna pick top lane here. What the fuck is Baus gonna pick, bro?
From the Xayah, and in the meantime, the Poppy's also being hovered.
It's top lane Poppy.
That means for
it's Toppy.
Really
it's Toppy.
It's
not Joppy, it's Toppy.
Just dive away Jamada, and the Poppy can even hold you back.
I'm feeling a trundle here though, because
it's
I feel
Toppy.
like that's what the Zed ban is kind of covering. Zed was the champion that we started to see.
He's a Poppy duty.
Mostly from the eastern regions at first, when Trundle started to rise into priority as one of the more blind pickable
Smolder,
picks, just because of how much tempo you can get ahead of him. Now that you've got a tank guaranteed on the enemy team, you do feel quite good about that, whether it's in the jungle matchup or not. We'll see whether or not Reckless is willing to have that flex matchup.
But also Cannon. Oh yeah, true. He does play a little bit of Cannon.
Just saying, look, backs against
not
the wall,
good enough for
relatively
this.
Safe scaling.
Honestly, he's Quinn.
You know, even an option,
but the Quinn competitive is just unplayable.
For Galleons to actually opt into a lane swap with a Smolder present.
Dude, he does have Kayn as well. Technically, he does have a Kayn.
Safe top side out of Ragnar though, something that can survive in the 2v2. You know, in that lane swap situation, we'll see what they're willing to go towards, because we did see, I think, the Mundo in
Grey Kayn
as one of those scaling options, but one that, you know, once you get out of those early levels, you're definitely happy, you know, being in isolation.
Indeed. Speaking of meat shields, that would be a wonderful pick, of course. As in the meantime,
it could also be Poppy Wrangler, but I think it's a Poppy.
It is the
I'm pretty sure it's a Poppy.
Do you feel like Trundle could be a big problem for the composition of Lost Ratones?
It really depends on what kind of champion pool they want to dip. It's for Baus,
my back hurts. I'm not gonna lie.
Feel like they mostly rely on HP and not necessarily the other tanky stats that are being stolen by the Trundle subject.
That could be a Jarvan top lane, by the way.
But it also means that you
I kind of forgot to mention the Jarvan. That could be a Jarvan top lane, by the way.
Because I remember
that could be a Jarvan top lane, by the way.
That
could be a Jarvan top lane.
He had his Ornn into well, the counter pick, quote unquote, Gragas from Baus.
What did I want to put Nemesis on? Azir? What else?
Upgrade your items with like 1,000 golden extra stats, and Lost Ratones is also instantly spotting that out, that this champion might be really difficult to deal with if you cannot soften them up fairly easily. So
low-key?
Off the board, and
I'm gonna call it.
Stop my rant about the champion called Ornn.
What about Veigar?
It's nice. I like those rants.
What about Veigar here?
As long as you can, of course.
What about Veigar?
Maybe even up till the 5th game, potentially, of course.
They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't dare.
They
wouldn't dare to pick the Veigar.
Nemesis, one of those champions, those control mages that has wave clear, can extend games whenever needed, and it seems like your reaction tells us a lot about that.
Probably either. I mean, Hui's banned now, but it's probably gonna be Azir, right?
On the side of Galleons, I felt like it was.
What about Veigar?
What
about Veigar? Come on.
With, the Jarvan dive.
I wanna have Veigar.
If there's
Come on.
more dives to come from LR,
it honestly would go pretty hard here, by the way. Veigar kind of shits on that enemy team currently.
You've got something like Smolder, you need to delay.
True, there's also Mel, yeah.
Job very fantastically. Now I feel like the mid pool is really pinched, because you're looking at things like Ari, which you don't really.
Ari, yeah, he kind of has a point.
Something like the Poppy.
Yeah, Velcro's also. But what about Veigar?
There's also other options like the Victor, which I feel like if
I think you can kind of tell what I want to play.
Like
what I want to see.
Nemesis hasn't
Veigar.
on that pick.
Come on.
Pretty much
do it
throughout this year.
Do it, Nemesis.
In terms of where we're at inside of the mid lane pool right now, definitely something they could go towards, but threat of the
like Loki, the Veigar would go hard here.
They give that ban over, and now
I don't think they will.
You know,
there's no way they pick it. There's no way they lock it.
Because I feel like those are the two options that spring to mind at this moment in time.
Sam?
I'm also hoping to see a mid lane pick here, also because there is still the potential to
sleep.
Not only to, well, jungle is basically gone, because why would we want to see Baus Jarvan, but
so boring.
In the jungle, your support pick is now open, even though Karma could also go in support. But Jarvan, it is really difficult to lock down people with mobility spells. Rakan can jump out of your Cataclysm. Smolder can just flap out of there.
It has to be Azir. It has to be Azir.
Champion called Soraka, who has a circle of a silence.
No way they pick his Gragas away.
you don't want them to ability/flash out, it is one of
the game goes, if they lose this game, he cannot pick Gragas anymore either.
It's basically out there. People
oh my fucking god.
But it might help salvage the
If this game goes, oh my god, they took his Gragas and they take the Azir. Veigar, please pick the Veigar. They cannot play the game. Pick the Veigar. Pick the Veigar. Pick the Veigar.
So it makes sense that they pick it up right.
Put the Poppy top lane. Put the Jarvan jungle. Pick the Veigar.
Still picking first the Poppy.
I'm telling you, it's an insta win.
We got Rakan, of course, so it feels like for Galleons, it's kind of hard to find their way into the composition of Ratones.
Yeah, I feel like the engage tool.
Challenger, I told you I know how this game works. Veigar is an insta win here, by the way. Veigar is an insta win here. Yo, can anyone clip that? I've been saying pick the Veigar for like 3 minutes straight.
Have the range of the Azir, of the Smolder. That's what we're going to see.
My god. I knew it, because it's an insta win here. They can't play the game. They can't play the game against Veigar. Who kills the Veigar here? As long as Veigar knows how to play the game, he wins. Every single time. Why is it winning? Because they can't play against it. They're so bad against Veigar cage here. The only way they kill the Veigar, or they play around the cage, is with flashes. Or if Veigar's a bad player. But Nemesis is a good Veigar player. Nemesis is one of the best Veigar players in EU, by far. So it's only by flashing. So Veigar is just super good here. And he also has a good laning phase against Azir. Because Azir cannot kill the Veigar. Azir cannot kill the Veigar. And the Veigar cage is just game winning here. I think what Veigar's gonna do here in this game, Q-Max, of course, 1 point in W, sorry, 2 points in W, and then E-Max. Loki, what he can also do is 4 points in Q, 2 points in W, and then E-Max. I play Veigar myself, it's one of my most played mages, that's why I know these things, but the cage is game winning here. It's not the damage that Veigar provides, it's the cage. Plus, Veigar cage in combination with Jarvan ultimate in combination with Poppy E. The Veigar doesn't even have to hit the cage, because Poppy can just eat him into the cage, into like the thing.
Would love to kite back a little bit during fights.
Oh man, I knew the Veigar pick. I knew it, bro.
Also a bit of peel back on the side of Galleon. So, Jamada, I'm just wondering, what do you feel like those team fights are gonna look like?
I can't believe that I predicted that. I cannot believe that I predicted that, by the way. I cannot believe
that. There's like 2 to 3 ways they kind of play out, right? Galleons tried and they kind of fall into this trap of, hey, we have Rakan, we have Gragas, we have ways to
that is crazy.
Let's look for it, and then...
So it puts more than mid. Low-key true. I agree.
You know, even the Veigar with the event horizon
but did it say Veigar had 0% pick rate? I'm surprised, because is it not? I mean, I think the champion is pretty good. I don't think he's like good in solo queue, but in those specific situations he's godlike. In those specific situations he's godlike.
If they can get an early dragon,
again, I would have insta-picked the Veigar, and I'm glad they did as well. It's just an insta-win. If they know how to play around it, and if they
make that.
Veigar does need some setup. He does need to chill a little bit, get 1 item, maybe 2, get level 13, and then boom, unlosable. Unlosable.
The game hasn't started yet. That's because
the second he gets that, unlosable, bro. He just wins.
So we got still like a little bit of time left to discuss what's gonna happen with both of these teams. As I am for you, it seems like Lord Ratones is maybe getting the edge in the pick and ban phase in this one. What is your gut?
Yo, can we start the game? I wanna watch it.
Well, like
I'm actually like excited now, really excited to see the Veigar.
Very generic when the Jarvan goes in. I was talking about the
I want to rewatch this and like hear like the comms of like Los Ratones. I want to see if Nemesis saw the vision as well, or if it was someone else. It has to be Nemesis. He knows where Veigar is good. He knows it. Cheers to Nemesis.
Wise in team fights, it will be fairly difficult to pilot the composition from Galleons.
Cheers to Nemesis.
Well, or like good in the
My god. My god.
If you at one point in the game have your scaling on, you have vision control, a surprise Azir Shurima shuffle might probably just throw the Veigar and the Xayah into difficult positions, and now you have way better fight on your hand because you don't have to respond anymore. Like normally you'd have to respond in the Jarvan Cataclysm, now the cage's already there, what are you gonna do? But as long as you keep the direction of the game into your own hands, or like the direction of the fight, I see a lot of potential still in the team fights from Galleons.
That's a ton, right? Yeah, the entire team of GL cannot play in the Veigar cage. They have no champion that is good against Veigar. They have no champion that can escape Veigar Cage. They have no champion that can play against Veigar. The only way they win is by flashing out or flashing on top of the Veigar. And or if Veigar misplays and gets hit by Azir ultimate, which he should never get hit from because he has E, or if he gets hit by Rakan ultimate, which he should never get hit on because he has E.
You're gonna need to make sure she doesn't have Featherstone. You don't really have a
like if he plays this good, they win. There is no way LR loses. If he plays it bad,
just to trade ults, right?
Can Smolak fly out? No, Smolak does not fly out of. The cage stops him and stuns him.
16-second cooldown.
Smolak cannot fly out.
Damn good trade, right? And those are the kind of things that they have to be looking for. They have to be non-committal with how they look to get these tools out. Same thing for the Veigar, right? Very immobile, no flash, he can die, and he can die very quickly. But if he can flash out of, any minuscule part of a chain CC which isn't layered on top of each other properly, the entire thing.
Not really true what Yamada's saying right now, by the way.
For Galleons, that I feel like
Veigar's not reliant on his flash. Veigar's reliant on his E.
And you're gonna have to be very high.
The enemy team cannot play against it. True, Yamada. It's not true.
Yeah, it feels like their team fight has to have sort of like different.
No, sir, can he fly? No, you cannot fly out of Veigar Cage. Veigar Cage stuns you instantly the second you touch it. No matter what you do, you cannot fly around it. The only way you can.
That for the Galleons it's hard to execute, right? And that.
Oh, what the hell? I got invited to a playtest. The only way you can escape Veigar Cage is by blinking over it. When is it starting? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same thing. I want to watch it. Is it? Do we have another pause for Ratones?
Also know that if they win this game, they're already through. They don't have to play game number 5, which would just be a huge relief. Like you can just move on, go on to the next game. So both sides will have to play under immense pressure, knowing that it is potentially the last game.
Z? Yeah, ZW is a blink.
So many ways that a game like this can go with late game factors, with teamfight execution, everything at the same time. We already had a really scrappy game number 3. So I'm looking forward to a scrappy game number 4.
It's gonna be provided. Thank you so much, Jamada and SIM. And of course, we had a little bit of a delay, but it's time to go towards the 4th game. And it's Lost Ratones that's only 1 win away from facing KCB in the semis.
What's the score? 2-1 for Lost Ratones.
But they're more than capable of dragging this series to full best of 5. It's time for the Galleons to play Prison Break because they got a Fire Cage and a Jarvan Ultimate. Let's join together in the 4th game of this match with Black Boxer and Noah.
Thank you very much, Bull. Thank you very much, Yamada. Thank you
The
very much.
Veigar looks so sexy here, by the way.
I like
oh
this
my
one,
god.
Though. I'm stealing it away. Galleons is playing Prison Break.
Yeah. And I mean, they really are. This is a lot of cages to be put in. This is the composition of dreams. If you like
so many cages.
Not touching, not allowed to play League of Legends.
So many
anymore.
cages.
Anything Galleons Pearl want to do just gets stopped by something that Lost Ratones has.
When it was Nemesis skin choice, it has to be.
Slow down the pace of this game.
Actually,
is incredible.
It has to be the new one. That one feels the best. The Halloween one. That feels the best to play. Come on, show me the money. It's.
But sometimes you need
it's not
something to slingshot you forward into that late game. You need some earlier win condition because on the other side,
it's Leprechaun.
Even though they
Leprechaun.
have Veigar, infinite scaling, blah blah blah, they still have some other stuff that is going to work. I really loved doing the draft.
Leprechaun Veigar.
It's
actually my favorite Veigar skin.
Really like to see
besides the Halloween one, of course. When you put and Evil Boss is also W.
Rakan, it's like hell on earth for the Rakan players. Like
I can't believe I still cannot believe that I predicted it. By the way, I did not think they would actually pick it. I'm glad I did it.
But the fact is that still I can see
Veigar has every though. I don't like the every here. Low key, I think Spellbook would have been the best for him. Low key. I'm not even kidding.
Mages in the middle lane, like
wait, Baus build a Doran's item? Wait a minute.
So annoying for the high
no potion.
Like an Azir, perhaps? Maybe the Azir
I hate this guy so much. I hate this guy so fucking much.
I really do like what Lost Ratones have got for themselves still. We might get some level 1 action as Galleons stepping up Crowny. You don't want to check this bush, bud? Okay, they're not going to full commit for it. I wonder if maybe
just seeing the red buff.
See if they could at least blow the flash, maybe just the
Read Nemesis on Veigar, yep.
Going to be allowed to walk away. Velia, now level 2, tries to get involved, see if he can maybe steal away enough to stop Xerxes from hitting level 2. Not going to happen though, and Velia just going to have to turn that tail out.
I waste a lot of time here, Velia.
So the fact right now,
you could have just been doing the raptor camp.
The red buff and I think he's gonna commit for these Raptors. He's gonna annoy Cersei as much as possible during the first clear of the jungle. But yeah, he's gonna leave them away, and not losing more time here in the Raptors. So let's talk a little bit about the lane swap that Galleons decided to do for this game, because I think it's you can take a lot out of this. More considering that the Smolder wants to get those stacks as quick as possible, right? Smolder, even if it's a scaling champion, he wants to brawl. He loves to brawl and gets a lot out of it, a lot of stacks out of it. So right now he's gonna just stack on Baus. Baus is gonna be the main source of stacks for Harpoon so far, at least theoretically. Besides those minions, of course he has the pressure in the top lane.
Little bit hard. You mean Baus? Please no. Please no.
Yeah, you have to allow him to play his early game for Galleons. That's why they've just sent the Smolder up to the top lane. Yeah, you want to brawl, but at this point, being able to stack up off of Bausey and then just chill out in this laning phase is going to be really good. I do also like the Xerxes is working his way up towards the top lane.
You mean Vega? Also, please no.
Make sure Harpoon doesn't step too far forwards and get ganked.
Oh, but Vega just goes to raw build. I think raw build is the best here.
The early skirmishing in the lane, that means that Velia is just going to get here a little bit earlier. Harpoon recognizes that, is going to be able to step back. He also grabs.
What do you mean he recognizes that? There's a ward right there. What do you mean he recognizes that? There's a ward right there. It's in the bush. Look at it.
And then as we get later on into this game,
look at the ward. It's in the bush.
I don't know. We saw the Yanara in game number 1 where Harpoon looks like he's about to get online.
Yes.
Did you order any food? Not yet. I'll order food after the stream.
Yeah, it was too late, right? It was.
Order food after stream. I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry.
I think the Smolder though is a bit different, more unfair, a little bit more.
It is what it is.
In some kind of sense.
I don't like eating on stream.
After he gets the stacks.
Oh, Baus.
Baus may be in trouble. W from Baus, and here comes the pillar. Baus has to flash away, but Cersei goes and follows him and bites and sticks and stones are gonna break your bones. Oh, Harpoon is dying though. Not more for Galleons.
No, I'm really I was very, very surprised the Baus went back in. I thought maybe that heroic charge was just a little bit too.
The smallest stacking will stack. Each time he hits a thing.
That kill back. Yes, you do get that initial kill onto Harpoon.
It's either he kills a minion or he hits champions with abilities.
The early kill to Baus right here. It's very aggressive.
That will give 80 zeros, which is not normal. Exactly.
For Harpoon, he just needs 2 more auto attacks.
Sorry about it, but I wasn't watching because I got distracted.
He does get the last auto. Unfortunately, the tower has been ramping up for a while. It wasn't swapped back and forth, so it was still doing max
good 1 for 1 though. Sadly, not a 2 for 1. Allows up to 1. Yep. You can see it up here.
They for sure thought they got Baus easier, but okay, Poppy always tankier than it seems, and it ended up being a problem for Galleons in that regard because okay, you get the kill, but suddenly it's not Cersei dying. It's Harpoon, and we were talking about how you want to nurture that Smolder, not just because it's just a baby dragon, because it's gonna be your one of your hyper carries in the league, and maybe the most the biggest challenge, right? For
marshmallow with the fire behind you. How, bro, I wish, man, I'd kill for some marshmallows right now. Ain't gonna lie.
So you see Harpoon dying, and I'm kind of having flashbacks of the Yunara game.
Yes, exactly. It really is already calling up that Yunara game, and for Galleons, they're going to hope for a different outcome, otherwise they are done. Remember, this is not a double elimination bracket. One and done in this one. Seren also
careful, Nemme.
The ulti and just go for Nemesis.
There goes the Emperor's Divide, and Nemesis holding that cage, though. Nemesis
holding the cage.
There's an amount of cold blood for holding your flash like Nemesis has been doing.
Holding his flash, he was never in a real danger here.
Because I remember this scene for game. Yeah, they ended up losing that one.
Getting tilted from listening to this.
Yeah.
So first rate goes for Ratones as well. Using the pressure, the fact that they were contesting. First rate goes for Ratones. It's a cloud one. They have this first neutral objective. They have 1 kill each team. So it's kind of even if there is a small gold advantage for Ratones. They still want to see how the Red
never listen to commentary
around the fact that still Harpoon
I should learn.
Is visiting here once again.
It's the shield.
Baus, I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Oh yes, it's gonna
Baus,
be that easy.
Okay, he lives.
I really respect how Poppy deals with problems in life, right?
Yeah, go away. Get out of my face. I don't want to deal with you anymore. I like it. It's very.
The other dumps usually mutes them.
Watching.
No, you don't want to know
so
what it is?
far very well.
The other dumps has a different broadcast that doesn't work for me. I have to watch the stream. He has a different broadcast. His broadcast is without the commentary. I have to watch the stream because we weren't able to set it up. We weren't able to set it up. I just don't want to mute it because then there's nothing in the background when I don't talk. You know what I mean?
Can grab themselves these initial set of grubs.
It's kind of boring.
Really nice. That's something that can help you with getting the early tower plates, but also you don't
makes
want
sense.
to have
Yeah.
your opponents able to
We weren't able to set it up.
Not with this kind of composition. Not when you've got.
It's low. It's already very low.
Yeah.
I think it's fine like this.
Now, this is the kind of picture
I'll just stop listening to it.
Want to have with Crowny facing Harpoon there in the top lane, trying to contest the top lane pressure for the sake of those grubbies that you were talking just about. But even that,
more water, bro.
that Galleons are controlling vision over the grubbies. Now they are just sending Dualizer up to the top side, and without Nemesis and without Baus, with Poppy and Veigar, maybe it's not gonna be that easy.
Put Caedrel on in the background.
But
I should just watch Caedrel stream.
Are gonna have just enough. With one grabby denying one
Cage,
grabby.
here's the flash.
With the cage, you play prison
Dead.
break and one prison into another prison. Currently using the ultimate
Oh, the
defensive
cage was so
ways,
good.
Release has to flash away, and Nemesis
Another
in
cage?
between all the enemies.
To save
there
yourself?
Goes,
Nope.
W, not enough, but it's Release who gets the kill. So not bad for Ratones. Here comes Smolder's mother trying to put some order in kill, trying
Dead.
to smash him away. Crowny ends up
Beats.
dying, and this goes the third kill for Galleons. It's gonna be the Fleet of Warfare. So
They were
grab
playing
the
it very,
word
very
is
weirdly
actually for
because
Lillia.
Crowny was on the other side of the fight.
It was a bit of an odd
While
play where
they were
Velius
fighting like bot
flagged
side,
dragging
Crowny was like
forwards
on the other
using
side.
Cataclysm
They weren't able to really
back
fight it because they
in
had
and
two
out.
different like
It
angles.
was just odd
If
to
they
play.
were in the
Veigar
same
just gonna jump on forward
bomber,
Baus. He
if they were in the
does
same
back
angle,
back
then
into
they would have won it
barrel,
probably.
and we'll just
Because
walk
the
through
the fight looked good at first,
Speaking
but
of
then
absorbing pressure, continues
they
to
just
be so
grouped
good
on them.
game, but Galleon's still going to be happy with the way that initial
Fail bomba
skirmish
bomba.
went for them.
And talking about
You can see what I mean here. Look,
didn't
this is good
even
right now.
flash
This
in
is
that
really
in
good.
situation.
But look
I
look
think,
look where Crowny is.
Lillia
Crowny
was
cannot physically join the
in
fight
this one. I
really.
think it was okay
Once
after
this
you got
happens.
the
Now
first
Crowny
kill,
cannot
but
join the
then
fight, which means
and
that
suddenly
Nemesis
you
and
deal
Reckless
with the
are
fact that
alone and they
Nemesis
cannot play the
is
game.
in between all the enemies, and that's one kill, and they wanted more grabbies, they wanted more kills, they wanted more grabbies, and suddenly we go back to life, and
Crowny just die?
Yeah, Crowny also stepping a little bit too
Crowny
far
just
forward.
die?
Galleons jump out to a 4-2 lead.
What?
Up by about 700 gold as well. Pretty nice for the early stages.
Wait, Crowny died.
Not been taking
Wait, what?
Harpoon away from stacking too much.
Wait, why?
Sat at 90 stacks,
What happened?
9 and a bit
How does he
minutes
die
again.
there?
No issues there.
Crowny,
This game so
stop
far, a little bit
dying,
risky
stop
for the
hitting,
Rats, not exactly
buddy.
working out as they would have otherwise wanted. Hey, maybe now that Worlds has started up, the Jarvan Worlds curse is starting to infect other things.
No, I saw a lot of people,
Crowny.
worried about the fact that there's a Jarvan in this game, and maybe
it's
it's like, oh
completely
my god,
different.
it's Jarvan, so it's 5 games guaranteed. You got to see like the bright side of the situation, right? It's like, okay, Jarvan is cursed, but okay, 5 games, but it's EMEA Master Jarvan. It's not.
Until
World
they don't
Jarvan.
have a zeroed.
So I think it's not gonna be that cursed
No.
by the fact that, I mean, Belgium got a kill, but yeah, you get to see how the bottom side of the map is for Ratones, and it's not looking that good. But the goal diff is tight, though. Like the goal diff is really tight.
Yeah.
You have Nemesis is scaling on the other side. Galleons are fighting
they
over
trying
the fact
again?
that also Seren got a kill, and here I've been here, I've seen this, and this happened again.
Yes.
Not with Zoelis and Seren, it happened before, but the fact that Baus is able to clear the wave.
Zoelis?
Seren, though, Zoelis is getting the kill. Zoelis is getting the kill, right? Zoelis is getting the kill. Oh, he's getting killed. I'm not really sure. In the end, it was Rakan, the one getting Presence Poppy head. So the Baus goes back to base. I don't know if it was a good death, but that was too close to be a death reckon.
Yeah, I mean, that very easily could have just been Baus walking away with another kill in this game. Manages to grab that Sunder Sky as well, though. So he's going to be in a
Baus using
strong
his flash
position
as well, by the way.
forwards. Whilst all of that craziness is happening topside, of course, it drags the members away from this Drake. Lost Ratones is going to grab their second here. The Drake stacking does begin. And we'll have a look back at the initial play. I do understand the play from Baus. He tries to pop away his opponent as quickly as possible, but you've now pushed Zoelis away very early on, and that allows Seren to just stand there and hit you. This, though, it's so close. If Zoelis actually hits that wall, if he actually gets hit into that wall and stunned up, that's a kill back for Baus, but it's pixels away. He's able to carry on, and at least the kill does go the way of Galleons.
Also, I felt like Baus could have abandoned that last minion and maybe got to safety earlier, but he wanted the last minion.
Yes.
I mean, he wanted the goal desperately. Yeah, he's Baus. There's nothing that Baus likes more than minions, and he's ahead in minions. He has also the first item in his inventory. There it goes. I think it's one of the most unfair items that we have right now in the game. And Poppy has one, so it's not just that Poppy is tanky just because of the W and because it's Poppy, okay? But she's gonna be also stronger. She's gonna be dealing more damage. She's gonna heal, and we are talking about levels of non-fairness, like critical levels of non-fairness. Talking about what? Baus 2v1. There goes Ragnar using the Spoiling Cast, and Cersei trying to subjugate the Poppy, the pillar as well, and Harpoon joins the fight as well. 1v3 for Baus. Harpooner is the one taking the kill. 3-1 and 2 for this Smolder that is trying to get desperately to the 5th game. There goes the Smolder's mother on the Cataclysm, and Crownie all the time using it offensively.
Thank God Crownie's back in the game.
On top of Smolder, so I spoke out of Harpoon. I'm really sorry. This is
like, I'm a little bit speechless because the way Los Ratones is playing this game is so weird.
Away that red buff, just adding insult to injury. Now he's going in, doesn't actually hit the flag and drag. Ragnar is still quite low, and Velia with the Thunder Sky does a lot of damage. Is just gonna have to peel away, settle for.
The way Los Ratones is playing this game is so weird, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, Crownie?
What are we doing? Saren is getting the kill, and this is the price you pay for Saya's ultimates to be offensive and not,
what are we doing?
Not nurtured and cared about.
What's happening?
Boss may be in problem too, at least trying to deal some damage.
Yo, can we focus, boys? Can we focus?
Trying to defend Karma.
And as Vega becoming useful, that's exactly what's the problem right now. The more they int, the less useful he's gonna get. Vega is literally activated pretty much now.
I mean, you really want to send yourself
now they just need to play around Vega, but they played the game way too fast, inted way too much, and now it's really hard for Vega to actually be active.
Just one tap him at this point, and now
they just played it slower. They just needed to chillax a bit. Chillax, take a chill pill. Go breathe.
He doesn't even use it.
Like super cold blooded, the one that has to flash away. So at least.
Why would he flash when there's a Karma? What do you mean this thing though? I'm tilted now. This is tilting me. Not because of the commentary, but stop misplaying. Thank you, Crownie. Yes, Crownie. Crownie, my gold. Yes, please. Yes. We win. Crownie, please.
Like, the aggressiveness of this Saya, so at least I'm seriously sorry you were being.
We don't have any TPs, but they can play. Oh my God.
Seconds away to be recovered by Crownie. Like,
I want to see it.
Okay,
I want to see the win.
Flash and R.
I need to see the Vega getting a W.
Yeah, whereas Nemesis is saving it for next game, maybe even next series at this point. Bro just wants to have the last resort flash available to him at all times. To be fair, I really do like it. Velia now going to go in and try to harass Xerxes off of
getting the flash. Nice,
going to get the flash out of Xerxes. And you really need that as a Trundle, being able to flash Pillar, being
able to
God
keeps dying. Listen,
can be
even goats die sometimes.
It's been a complete mess. 15
even goats
minutes into this game. Mid lane tower already looking on the ropes. Baus just chucks up that step.
He's so annoying.
To stop from going on in. And I feel like we need to take a reset and look back at what this game's going on, what's happening, but I just don't think we're going to get a chance. We've now got the Rift
He's such an annoying piece of shit.
Both teams having a look at it.
I love Baus, man.
So the fact that
I love him.
All the struggles that Los Ratones had the previous game to deal with the first tower in the mid lane, they're not having them
so dumb
in this fourth one. Like, the tower is almost done. And they didn't need even the Rift Herald to do so, or even ranked champions, right? So the Rift Herald is going to go straight forward to Galleons. They have the second neutral objective. The first 3 kills went for Galleons as well. So still, the boots are contested between both teams. But this race for the first tower is not that easy for Galleons. Here it comes. Jail, you're playing Prison Break, and right now Nemesis. Now the flash is there, and it was worth to save it. It was worth the saving, Fluxer.
Oh,
yes, it
disgusting.
Was. Nemesis just gonna
disgusting.
Right
oh,
there,
disgusting.
And oh boy,
absolutely disgusting. Oh my, that stun was perfect, by the way. Oh my God. Also the redemption, by the way. The damage of the redemption actually saved, kind of.
He's now got his teleport back up and available.
I'm telling you, the Vega's gonna moment down this game.
If you go for a snap
soon.
Instead,
soon.
Just gonna chill out, take a little bit more time. Los Ratones, though, they are in firm control of this one.
Getting full control at least for what is happening there in the top lane. Look at that TP, really aggressive TP. Crony may be in some kind of trouble, but he has that feather storm. This tower in the middle lane though, it's not gonna be that easy. Here comes Black Combo. The Red Herald though is gonna save Cersei. That was a smart way.
Is he gonna go back in?
The objective. Oh, nice turnaround. Toretto would have been proud.
Much as good stacks for Vega. Currently is 183. That's pretty good. Normally you look at the. It's really good actually. Normally you look at the minute count and then you extend it basically. So 17 minutes 176, 18 minutes 186. That's kind of the rule that I know on Vega. I don't know if that rule changed though. So like 20 minutes 200 stacks, 25 minutes 250 stacks.
Has to go and deal
just kind of 10x the minute timer. So currently he's 186 at 18 minutes, so he's pretty good. He's stacking pretty well.
Contest directly the neutral objective, considering that Severin had no TP.
The full cooldown, exactly, because he wants to have his E. It's very good what he's doing. Look, that E by the way is crazy. That angle.
This was a solo kill between Nemesis.
But then again, you know, redemption. Don't underestimate the redemption.
And maybe that was greedy. I don't know.
Don't underestimate the redemption. That was pretty fucking good, that redemption from Reckless. I don't think without it, he wouldn't have killed actually. It would have been very close.
No, I don't.
It was more work to have the Azir, like gathering numbers with you for the neutral objective. I think for Galleons denying the Drake was more important than pushing and pressing.
Problem this game is smaller.
I still don't think that
LR has enough
step up, but
ways to answer this smaller though.
Get caught again, but he's chilling.
I love redemption meta. I think redemption is such a healthy item.
Running on in. I don't think he can save this tower.
The sarcasm is very big in this one.
Going over to Galleons, that's the thing, right? You really don't want to give over soul point to Lost Ratones.
I love watching every support go redemption first and just become
fight them in a straight up fight at this point. Your small
annoying.
Online. Your Azir isn't online, so you have to go and find gold elsewhere. The only thing is, it does now mean in 3 minutes and 30 seconds time, Galleons have to fight for this next one, because giving over an Ocean Soul when the other team has a Poppy, a Jar...
Meta is better than our meta. You know, okay, but everything is better than our meta, bro. Come on. Come on, like, bro, everything is better than our meta. It's different than Wild Rift. I play a lot of Wild Rift actually. I know. Play a lot of Wild Rift. Wild Rift is kind of goated. Highly recommend. Wild Rift is kind of goated.
Just to deny a blue buff. Is this LPL or something and I'm missing it? Because
what rank?
This is the classic moment of commitment from an LPL team. And Baus.
Currently I'm not playing much. I'm playing like 2 games every 3 days or something. I played doing my work. In Wild Rift I'm currently, I think, Emerald 2 with a 100% win rate, I believe. My peak was Master tier, and then I stopped playing with a 98% win rate. With Master E jungle. Master E jungle and Kha'Zix jungle.
I don't know if he's baiting, and there goes the redemption, and it's gonna be Zoelis in the end. I think it was with the redemption.
He was a bit too far up. He wanted to greed for the turret.
Belgia wants some blood. Jumping flat combo on top of Ragnar, who has no ultimate yet, but Harpoon is rotating. Cersei's there.
Was kind of greeding a bit for the turret there.
Maybe some kind of problem for Ratones. Belgia flies with the knock-up. Crowny dealing some damage. There goes Black.
Arcane got the kill. Redemption.
Is being witness of all of this, and on the other side of the map is Azir, the one.
We have Azir pushing, by the way. Lost Ratones. Yo, LR. 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 What are we doing? Why are we forming top lane?
Everything and leaving nothing behind.
Yo, he's getting 2 turrets. LR. What are we doing? But they're playing this game really poorly. I don't want to say it, but fuck me. They're playing this game really fucking poorly.
Teleport back in and try to play around this.
Dude, pause. I wouldn't know how to do it. I'm sorry. I have never streamed on YouTube outside of like dual streaming, and I've never seen this setup. I was barely able to even start the stream in the first place. Come play with the why are we pressing the Vega E so late? And we get knocked up. Now we die. Nemme. Oh, he gets a 1-for-1. Never mind. Nemme, you're the god. Never mind. You're not the god. I can't like this video with a substance teacher. Come on, man. What do you mean?
Was it worth for them?
What do you mean? What did I do now?
Harpoon hits his stack.
Again? I'm kidding.
And is able to turn around.
But we're playing this game so bad.
Well, off of getting that tier 3 tower down in the bottom lane. Bases.
What are we doing, Alor? We have the win in the back, by the way. Our team comp is 50 chazillion times better. Yet we are just kind of running it down for no reason, because we want to run it down, I guess. What? Where's Doms? Not here, currently. He's outside. Somewhere.
He's sat, he's free hitting for the most part during this.
I mean, they can still win. They can still win. They can still win.
Flipping this game on its head.
And the fact that Zarin, yeah, okay, he was in prison.
Yeah, we took over the channel. Yep.
Then by Nemesis, but it was the Seer Soldiers the one dealing all the hard work and getting that fight for Galleons. Now Galleons strong. Almost 4k gold ahead of Los Ratones are the ones trying to deny.
Los Ratones. So, I like how she pronounced it.
Trying to contain them here in the bottom side of the.
Why didn't we kill the Raccoon? Boys. Baus. Massive hammer. Massive hammer. Massive hammer. Baus. Simon. They get the soul. It's over. My god. Crony. Baus impregnate me. What? Anyways. They get the soul and everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. Baus actually kind of won the game, by the way. Baus actually won the game with that ult. Look at that. Beautiful ult. Bausy. Bausy. You are such a good boy, Baus. You're such a good boy. Yeah. Win that game, Baus. You're such a good boy. Look at you. Yeah. You're such a good one.
But it means that you're fighting on multiple fronts.
Also, perfect crown flash there, by the way. Oh my god.
At this point,
look at the healing, by the way, of Ocean Drake. Yeah, that's balanced, by the way. You can barely see that he's taking damage.
Spend all of the gold they've got and then march their way on forwards. We've got 30 seconds until the Baron is up. That should be the final nail in the
Crowny now also 3 items, by the way. Yo, Reki, calm down, buddy. Reki, calm down, buddy. Come on. Just play with the Veigar. Why did we pick the Veigar when we don't play with it? Like, where is everyone else? Come on. Just 5-man mid lane.
Baus hitting Church against the wall with the E, and then they even rise on from Nemesis. It was enough to lock down Church for a long time.
True.
Oh my god.
Did he just no-move it?
And it was not even close. So the problem is that here you have no firepower to deal with the Ocean Soul.
I just get called a Caedrel from Temu.
And you highlighted it. It's not
I'll take that.
That you have 2 tanks on Los Ratones. It's that you have to deal with them as well. So they are buying more time for the fight, and they are regenerating and healing, and they can play as offensive as they want just because of that.
Yeah, and they've also got the Crypt Bloom right here on Nemesis, so he's going to be providing extra healing to his teammates as well. This composition is going to be very tricky.
Yeah, if they need, I think Alois needs to win this game, because Baus doesn't have a champion for the 5th game, outside of Irelia and Jax, I think, and Quinn. But those are not really good champions.
Take it to success, and the way they are zoning out Galleons.
Veigar has a lot of stacks, by the way.
It's crazy that even Veigar has a lot of stacks. And Baus may look like,
he
is
stacked
some kind
the
of problem,
fuck
but
up.
It's poppy, and it's just so tanky at this moment. First item, offensive. Then Spirit Visage. Okay.
Yep.
There is no way. It's like that's a mod of regeneration and bearable. And there's still a tier of the goddess in there, like for some reason. But I mean, maybe at some point it becomes a smaller item. But for now, he's still crying.
Nemesis is so cool.
Coming through. Nemesis got to flash away by Harpoon.
What is he doing?
The kill, though. There's hope for Galleons. Baus is gonna be taken down as this is double for the poor little Smolder. That is not just as poor as little anymore. Almost 300 stacks for Smolder. Harpoon, though, now he has to deal with Crowny. 1v1. Here comes Smolder's mother.
Crowny?
Oh
my god.
The feather. Okay, not the best, but he got Smolder no matter what.
They get shut down.
Though, for Zarin. Bold, aggressive move
Oh,
Question again.
What are we doing?
I'm asking this all the time, but is it worth?
I don't know. It depends on if you pick yourself up.
Okay, Velja.
Without the smolder, this Baron is going down way slower. Velja has to flash out.
Velja. Come on. Show me money, Velja. Show me the money.
Oh, maybe.
Show me the money, Velja.
Now Galleon's still
No, he cannot do it.
To the Baron Nashor, the Emperor's Divide, just to keep out Velja away. And it was Nemesis! It was Nemesis, the one securing the neutral, and Velja grabs a kill on top of Severin. What is going on? So, Alice, this is not your side of the map. Severin is down, Cersei is down, and Velja wants some more blood. Look at that killing. Look at that. Jarvan was supposed to be done minutes ago, and right now he's full life again. And got himself a couple of kills.
Hey yo, Worlds teams, this is how you play the Jarvan right here. My
There is
God,
no
what a fight back
fucking
and forth.
way.
In the end, Crowley going for that 1v1.
There
You
is
asked the question,
no
was it worth? Totally
fucking
worth it.
way.
It stops
There
the
is
going
just
down anywhere
no
near as fast. You've got the Smolder here. This is a one fight. You get the Baron. Everything's chilling. But because you take him out, in the end, you're able to go in and steal this one away. Nemesis grabs it away, and he is so strong at the moment.
There
He's
is
hitting
just
like 8
no
down.
way.
Still,
I am
this
not
game is
believing
not
that.
done. The
I
goal
am
has
not
swung
believing that.
severely in the favor of Lost
That
opponents,
is-
but they have now been shown that Galleons can fight back, and that Harpoon, he really does hurt.
What the fuck?
The fact is that
That is so cinema.
I
I would have screamed if I was in my old setup. I would have screamed, but I cannot scream here.
The Ocean Soul, even against the scaling.
People actually live here. I'm not in my
Now
house.
it's Baron
I'm in an
Nashor on top
apartment.
of everything else.
Oh, yeah.
It's Baron Nashor on top of that. And it's
Oh
Baron Nashor
my
that is supposed to be
Jesus,
set
bro. Well
next
played, Nema.
objective. That's gonna be Elder.
You entered
It's gonna be
before.
Elder, and
You kind of
it's
redeemed
not for
yourself.
flip. But this last Baron Nashor story was supposed to be also a flip, and it was Nemesis the one taking it away. So right now, I don't know if people is trusting of Galleons forcing this to a 5 games. Boss, some kind of problem. No, she's a tanky, and Crown is dealing some more damage. Crowny just
Boss kind of
dodging,
saves the
Smolder's ultimate
trundle,
with
but
the Brothers
wins the
Storm.
entire
With
team
the
fight.
first
Wait a
kill,
minute,
there
it might be
comes
over.
Another one.
Wait, it might be over.
For Ratones, who are pushing all through the
Wait,
mid
it
lane.
might be over. It might be
This game,
over.
This being a 3-1, Galleons are about to be
There
out
is no
of
way
the
they
EMEA
win like
Master.
this.
Literally, a miracle is happening, and I don't know how more miracles
What the
are gonna
helly?
Galleons live. Now this is gonna be mid inhibitor tower down.
What the helly?
Down as well. Still Ocean Soul. Baus trying.
What the
forcing
helly?
away. Harpoon trying to leave some damage, but there's just not enough damage. Harpoon is
Velja
almost
EQ.
down. His soul shine down. Now it's Cersei away, and this is gonna be it. This is not gonna
it's
be
over.
5 games of anything. This is Ratones securing their presence on the semifinals against Carmine Core Blue. And oh my God, Blockster, what a series is that one going to be?
Okay.
Oh boy, it's gonna be such a banger right there.
I can tell you, I'm not listening to that. I'm sorry, I'm not listening to that. I don't really know what to say right now. That game was one of the weirdest games I have ever watched in my life. They went from inting to coming back to hard inting to coming back to basically being reportable to then coming back and then inting again and then going to steal Baron and win the game. What is going on? What was that game even? I don't understand. What was that game? That's what I mean though with Lost Ratones. You always have fun games. Like that team fight was so good in the beginning and then they fucked it up. Yeah, they were just clip farming. It is what it is. Alright boys. I think this is it for me on today's Dumbs channel. I hope you guys enjoyed my presence. I hope I made it a little bit entertaining. Sorry by the way, again, I'm in a completely new setup right now. Before I started the stream, I literally just arrived here. I had to set up everything by scratch. Please do not stress too much about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Again, I'll say it one last time. If you guys want to support me as a streamer, I will probably go live after I eat now a little bit. If you guys want to go check me out as a streamer, you guys can go over to my Twitch, leave a follow if you want to. I appreciate it. I stream solo queue a lot, and if you guys want to check it out, feel free to. I'd appreciate it. I stream in English, of course. Don't worry, I'm not streaming in German. I'm not streaming in German. Do not worry about it. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you also for Dums to give me that opportunity. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for the stream. I hope to see more on here. I'll let Dums know. I'll let Dums know about it. I'll let Dums know about it. Maybe me and Dums can like do some duo co-streaming. We've done it before. Maybe. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. Maybe like when Ratones is in the finals, we can do like something. You know, that would be kind of funny. Alright. Regardless, boys. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Much love. Many kisses. See you guys next time. Sakuritou, or see you guys on my stream at Sakuritou on Twitch. Much love. Thank you guys. See ya.